Hello all, how are we doing today? Welcome to another brand new installment of GregTech New Horizons, where we're in our happy little base, if you can even call it that. How are we doing today? Alex Holston, hello there. How are you doing today? Welcome on in. Hopefully you have an absolutely fantastic weekend, Alex. And Pappy, welcome on in as well, just for Pappy, as you keep saying. I don't know about that. How are we doing today, everyone? Hopefully everyone's had an absolutely fantastic weekend and week, of course, because obviously we didn't stream last week because I was away. So I hope everyone had a good weekend last week as well. But yeah, we are back in good old GregTech. Now, as you can see, I have gone a little bit ahead and started making our very first few machines. I did say at the end of the previous stream that I would not build any machines on stream until stream. But it ended up being such a grind just for these 3 machines here that it was much better that I actually do that offline, which I actually did before I went on holiday. But yeah, what we have here is 3 basic machines. We are going to need more machines. Technically, I've got a 4th machine over here, but this is more a converting machine, I'd say, more than anything else. So what we have here, first off, we have got the bending machine. The bending machine, it can do a lot of things. However, what we're using it for is by automatically making plates. So before we were using the forge hammer over here, the high pressure forge hammer, this would give us a 3:2 ratio. 3 ingots in, 2 plates out. But now with the bending machine, we get a 1-to-1 on everything. So 1 iron ingot equals 1 iron plate. So that's a lot better for us on resources now. It can do other things. If we look in the recipes here, there's 722 recipes. Obviously, it can flatten dough as well, but it can turn rods into rails. It can turn plates into double plates. As you can see here, there's different programmable chips. The programmable chips changes different things. We can also make foil out of here because we're going to need a lot of this foil. This foil, if you remember, was used to make the resistors, I believe, or the vacuum tubes to actually make our first basic turbine. So we will be using that for copper foil, but as you can see, there's plenty of different recipes, and depending on what you're making, pretty much it's plates, foils, and rail. But whatever you're using, you're going to need a different programmable trick chip, as you can see here. So it looks like number 10 is pretty much the foil one, although some of these are saying, maybe for 4? I don't know, it depends. It's whatever we're looking for specifically. At the moment, we're using it purely for plates, though. Next, we have the wire mill. Now, the wire mill is very good because this can make ordinary wire as well as fine wire. We're using it for ordinary wire. Copper is for basically for all our crafts because that's going to be used in the vacuum tubes and stuff as well. And then the tin wire, what we're going to do is coat it in our rubber, and that ends up being our cable, which we have back here. We're using 1 times tin cable. Now, the electricity in this I'm going to explain in a little bit, but not right now. And the last thing we have is a lathe. The lathe is able to make ourselves rods and also screws. So what we are having to do before is use the file to turn an ingot into a rod. Then we'd have to cut it in half with saws to make 2 bolts. And then we'd have to file them down again to make screws. But now what we can do is get the rods. We'd still have to cut them in half, but then we can put them back, all the bolts in here for screws. So we don't have to use as many tools anymore, so we're going to save some resources there as well. Also, it's automatic and I can do it in bulk. So at the moment, we are making ourselves some iron rods. Now, the good thing about this as well is that we get this small pile of iron dust as well every time we make a rod. So then what we can do is turn this into ordinary dust, as you can see here, and then we can smelt that for 6 more iron. So out of these 12, we've managed to gain 6 more iron as well. So it's about 1.5 to make one thing, and then we get the 0.5 back. It's a bit strange how it works. Or rather, probably more likely is that it takes half an ingot to really make a rod, and we get the other half back, which is pretty cool. So these are our 3 machines. We are going to have some other ones. We need the polarizer. This is going to allow us to magnetize our rods. We've got the assembly machine, which is going to be how we're actually putting crafts together, putting recipes together, but that's going to be a little bit later on. We have the chemical reactor, which I don't really know too much about what it does. I know that it's used to make various different things, but it's going to be using fluids as well. So we've got a mixture of dust, fluids, and cells as well, which we're going to have to get into today. It looks like my GregTech has started crashing. Okay, it didn't last too long. Also, you can get a byproduct of some fluids as well. But yeah, this is something else we're going to need a lot of, probably. We have the basic extruder. The extruder is very similar, or works very similar to how we use the alloy smelter with our molds. However, what we're going to be able to do is, imagine it's literally like, it's almost like a taffy machine. We could get a mold, say for a cable mold, and then it would be like pulling an ingot through that mold, and then it will turn into cable. You can do it with other different things as well. There are many different extruding things you can do. If we look into here, extruder, we can, nearly 3,000 recipes we got here. As you can see, we can use all our Tinker's Construct ones. We can extrude here, so we can turn dust straight into bars, not ingots, bars. We can make blocks. We can make sheets and plates straight out off the bat. So it's an advanced machine that can do a lot more varying stuff. As you can see here with the rod shape, we can make 2 rods out of 1 ingot. At the moment, we are using half an ingot to make a rod, where I can get 2 out of an ingot. So it essentially just rounds up everything. One fine lad, how are we doing today? Justice for Pappy. Oh god, this is going to last a long time. It's Justice for Pappy, isn't it? Oh dear. Then we're going to want the electric furnace. That's obviously just a furnace. And then I need to make some more basic steam turbines. Basic steam turbines we know a little bit about, but that's what's essentially converting our steam, which we have here, into electricity. Now, how does electricity work in GregTech? This is very, very crucial to understand if anyone here ends up playing it. Everything has a tier. If you look in the quest book, we have, not this. If you look in the quest book, we've got LV, MV, HV, EV, blah, 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 blah. Those basically are tiers. We've got LV, which is low voltage, medium voltage, high voltage, extreme voltage, insane voltage, and I don't know what the rest stand for. But essentially, what you do not want to do, this is very important, you do not want to do, you don't ever want to plug a higher voltage input into a lower tiered machine. So we've got LV at the moment. We don't want to plug MV into it. Don't want to put medium voltage into it, otherwise it will blow up the machine. It's very, very important. So you never want to put more voltage into a machine than it takes. However, you can over amp it. So there's volts and there's amps. Amps are a little bit different, but they are sort of to do with the voltage tiers as well. So if we had 4 LV volts or 4 LV amps, that would be 1 MV amp. So it sort of works like that. So we could put 4 amps into one of these machines, but we don't want to put MV volts into it. It's very confusing, but essentially that's how that works. XOQTXO124, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it. Welcome on into our lovely community, and it's getting nighttime now. So yeah, we just need to make sure we're very careful with these machines. Now at the moment, how I have it powered is I've got one basic turbine here powering our 3 machines. However, this one basic turbine actually cannot sustain all these different machines at once. At the moment, we only have the lathe going, so it's keeping up. The basic wire mill, it can go by itself, but when we're making plates, it's actually using more than it can supply. So the first thing I want to do is actually make 2 more basic steam turbines, and I want to have a steam turbine per machine. Now, I don't have to do it that way. I can probably do a 2 to 3 sort of thing maybe, and that might be enough to actually keep it all up. But I'm just going to make 1 turbine for 1 machine. So that's our first goal, to make 2 more turbines first. So we're going to need a varying different things. Now, luckily we can make some of these things a little bit easier now because we've got these other machines. But before, my plan was to get these other machines first to make the crafting of turbines easier. But I think that's a bit of a backwards way of doing it. Besides that, we've made, when it comes to automating things, we've got these slightly larger chests, they're called. They are the exact same size as a chest, I'm pretty sure. However, you can open them with the top being blocked. So they're the best way here, because barrels, I don't think barrels, like ordinary vanilla barrels, they're not actually in this version of Minecraft. They're not in 1.7.10. So slightly larger chests are the only sort of routes we can really go. Besides everything else, this is how we left things off. I've expanded a little bit. We now have got 3 of these water tanks here to supply our now 6 coke ovens. Now, I don't know if you remember last time, we actually had an explosion with our our little boilers over here. And what I ended up doing is I thought let's go for just high tier, high pressure coal boilers. So we've got 5 here now. We do have room for one more, and there is space for one more. I'm pretty sure these coke ovens are able to keep up with it. But for right now, this is what we've got. We still do have over there, I have expanded our rubber tree farm, as you can see. Over there, we still have our blast furnaces for making steel, but I don't have an auto output here for all of our charcoal. So what I've been doing is literally going in here, and then I've been robbing, say, a stack. Not a stack though. A stack's a bit too much. Let's rob half a stack, because then they can take a little bit more. So let's take these 2 half stacks and let's go over here and actually fill up our blast furnace. It's going to be very, very important. Oh, it actually looks like they're still running. I must have done it recently. Oh well, we'll still take out what we have in here. It won't harm us. Another 6 steel is always good. It's always good. So yeah, that's all I've been doing. That's what I did. A little bit of explanation where we are. Oh yeah, I also made this creosote tank. This is another tank we're holding all our steam in, except it's obviously full of creosote oil, and it's actually halfway full already, which I cannot believe. But essentially, as you can see here, we've got pumps coming out the side here into our wooden tanks to go into here. We've got a central wood here pumping into all of our jiggers here, and then we've got conveyors pulling all the items back into our boilers. So it's a bit of a convoluted, ugly way of looking at things, but it does work. It does work. Obviously, my storage is moved over here. I don't remember if I did finish the storage moving over here last time. I mean, none of it's labelled, but I know what everything is. And then I've got this set up here, our 9-area thing, so we can actually look in this chest. You can see we've got loads of our building supplies here, and my inventory is obviously a complete mess. But anyway, let's go into a steam turbine. So I want to make one of these our steam turbine sort of area unit sort of things, and this is what we're going to need first. So how about we get ourselves some bronze fluid pipes first. We're going to need 2 bronze fluid pipes, just ordinary bronze ones, regular. We actually have one here, which is very nice. Those ones are small. Do we have any more bronze plates? It doesn't actually look like we've got some bronze plates. So let's go make 32 bronze plates. Let's get that started first. We can do the 1-to-1 recipe, of course. I don't think we really need these tin ingots now. We've already got 17 tin plates, but that's all right. Let's get that started. I'm actually going to turn off right now because we have 48 rods. That's quite a lot of rods there. We'll be good for a little bit of time with that. So that's finishing that. Let's go on to the next thing we're going to need. We're going to need LV machine hulls. Now, these are made with LV casings, which is a load of steel plates. Okay, how many steel plates do we have? We've got 8. So we've got enough to do just one of them, which isn't too bad. Let's do something like that. That's 1 LV machine casing. And we're going to need another 8 of these here. So let's go and make 8 plates as well. And you know what that's going to do? This is going to jump the queue as well, which I believe if we put it in this left slot, it's going to do the steel first instead. Apparently that's wrong. Apparently it keeps doing whatever it recognizes. Fair enough. We'll do that, and then it'll move on to that. Now does that change? There you go. Steel plates, that will do that. Then for LV machine hulls, we're going to need some more steel plates and some wrought as well. So let's do another 2 steels as well. We should actually start batch crafting these steel plates, but the problem is I am generating steel so slowly that it's not really worth it at the moment, unfortunately. Well, that's done, so I might as well just wait here for it. There you go. Yeah, it's not really too worth it because I need to min-max everything at the moment when it comes to these. So we've got these 2, we've got these 2, then we're going to need our 2 tin wires and 2 wrought iron. We've got 1 wrought iron, so let's get another 3 of these. See how helpful this machine is already. It's so good. I'm so glad we invested in it. And then we're going to need 2 tin wires. 2 1 times tin wires. Now, do I have any already? Tiny pipe. We do have some tin wire. That's all right then. Let's take these sheets and the tin wire here, and we'll just leave them in here. 1 2 3, because I know we're going to need a third. Actually, we're going to need 4 just for here, and then we're going to need 5 6 for the other. 1 2 3 4. Wonderful. Let's get ourselves our wrought iron. It's all going to be in here. Sweet. 2 LV machine hulls. Now I'm going to make this corner one here. This is going to be our steam turbine creator. That bronze, that's probably nearly done now. So let's go get that. 21's probably enough. Is the other still going? No, I didn't put it back in. That was very silly. Let's put that back in. So why is a good thing to check, ladies and gentlemen? Why is a good thing to check? 58 chests. What was I doing? What was this configuration? Why do I have 58 chests in here? Ah, I think I was making a load of these slightly larger chests. That's what I was doing in there. Right, so regular pipe we want to make now, which is done this way. We need 2 and 4. 4's all we need for right now. So this goes up in the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweet, that's all done. We are already rocketing through this. We like to see it. We like to see it. Next, we want to... Shall we go for... Let's move that tin cable in, actually. Let's move that tin cable in. And then I think we'll go for the rotors. The rotors are very, very annoying because they take all these different goddamn resources you see here. So for a tin rotor, we're going to need tin plates, we're going to need tin screws, and we're going to need tin rings. Okay, so let's get... How much tin do we actually have in here? We've got iron. There's 2 tin screws, which isn't bad. Let's take those. Do we have any other tin bits in here? It doesn't look like it. All the tin's probably in the other side. No worries. We'll make this our rotary bits. So for this, we're going to need tin on the side. Apparently, it was telling me that I had most of that then. Interesting. Anyway, tin plates and tin rods. We have tin plates here. We probably don't have enough. We need 4, 8, 12, 16. We need 16 just for that. Okay, so how about we put another half in here, another 12 in here, and then we're going to need some tin rods as well. Tin rods should be technically easier to make because it's a softer steel, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Now we want to make the rods first, and the reason we want to make the rods first is because then we can cut them to make the bolts. Really? We have enough in here. Why are you saying you don't have enough power? That's really not good. It's not finishing the craft. Why aren't you finishing the craft? There should be enough power going through here because a tin wire can supply 32 volts at a time. It loses 2 amps or 2, yeah, it loses 2 amperes, 2 volts, EU volts per block. So how much is it to make a plate? Bending machine. It takes 24, so then it'd be 32, 30, 28, 26, 24. So it should be enough. But that's probably why it's so lossless. That's probably why. Okay, so new plan. What we can do is this. We'll let that finish the craft. We'll turn that off. Take that out. We need this to at least finish it, because what's happening as well, this is using power, so it's taking some volts. It's on a request-based system, which is a little bit confusing. We're going to need to sleep again here. Oh well, we're going to have to jiggle things around. If I turned off the other machines, it would probably work fine. We might just have to mix them around, because to make rods, to make these tin rods in the lathe, that's 16 LV, so it's taking out 16 and the 24 is not getting there. That's probably what's happening then. Oh well, we can switch those around then. We can switch these around. That's finished with that craft. Perfect. So take this and then take this, and we'll put the bending machine here and the basic lathe here. Then we want our outputs to be down below. Not the end of the world, not the end of the world. So we wanted... Let's go for 10 in there, and then we'll make another 12 of these. You are all connected. Auto output as well. Oh, I haven't selected a thing, that's why. It needs to be on 1. Sometimes they need to have this programmable circuit. That does seem to be working now. We are stable over here. Oh, God. This one's still going. Nah, I'm going to have to keep that off. Does it work now? Right, I'm very confused why that isn't working. We're going to keep the rods going, though. Screw the plates. We have loads of plates right now. My eyes almost cry seeing how poor Mondays is at GregTech. Well, I'm afraid you don't actually know anything about this mod pack, so I would sound better than you. It isn't as simple as plug and pay, Pappy. It's not that simple, unfortunately. Right, rotors. We want all 4 of these. So, like that. We're going to need 4 in total. Sweet. Then we're going to need our rods or screws. Now, what else do we need for the rotors as well? We need these tin rings. The tin rings, you can see, is the tin rods and the other. So we need 4 rods. Well, actually, we need more than 4 rods. But we got a few more in here. That's all right. That's all right. We're good with that. There's a few more tin plates there too, which we don't really need for right now anyway. So let's get ourselves a file. We're gonna, no, not a file actually, we're gonna need our saw. Where's our saw? Here's the saw. And then we're gonna need 1. There's our 4. Do we need any more tin screws? None of that's tin screwings. Only tin screws in there. In here, there's no tin screws there either. Okay, so we only need these. Now, in theory, in the lathe, I'm here, everyone. Welcome, Alex. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Right, in here, I should be able to use these in the lathe. If I can find it. In the lathe to get tin screws. Now, does this need to have a circuit? It doesn't appear to need a circuit. So if I put these 4 in here, these should turn them all into screws. What's up, losers? Who's a loser? And why are you calling them a loser? That's not very nice. Very mean, actually. Very, very mean. So how are you doing today? How are you doing today, Alex? It's been a little bit. Hopefully things are going well for you, sir. Right, just like this. We need 4 of these rings. Sweet. These can go in the center. And then what do I need? I need a file, hammer, and screwdriver. So there's the screwdriver, and the file and the hammer will be in here, won't it? Yes, it will. So file and hammer. Lovely. And we just need 2 screws. You're a loser, Alex. Well, that's just mean, isn't it? How could you be so mean? 4 of these. Wonderful. These will go into here. Then, shall we go for motors next? So we're going to need 8 tin wire insulated. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which one should be our... Let's make this one be our motors. That goes there. Then we're going to need a load of this. Just like so. And then we're going to need iron rods. We're going to need... Well, we have loads on tap anyway. Let's just get all of these. We're going to have to put some of them with redstone, but for right now, we can put this in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to need 4 that are polarized, which means, very simply, we need to just cover them with redstone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweetness. There are our 4 motors. See how long this would have taken me to do on stream the first time, and that was without having these machines already. Alright, the last thing we need now are our circuits. Now, the circuits are the hardest point. Now, I believe my circuits is what I'm building over here. So I have gone ahead and made some ahead of time. So it looks like the only things we need are steel casing and resistors. Is that right? No, this is complete. That's for vacuum tubes. Here's what we need. Here we need 2 vacuum tubes and steel casing. Do we have any steel casing already? It does not look to be the case. So we're going to need ourselves a mold. There's our mold, and we want to get 2 circuits. So we need... Is it 1 steel casing for 2? No, it's a 2 to 3 recipe. So 2 steels we need. this will give us 3 casings. That's not too bad. 1, 2. No, 3 to 2, not a 2 to 3. I'm doing very well. I am on my way to pick up my brother from the station. Oh, wonderful. Right, that's going there. And then will be the vacuum tubes. I'll wait for this to finish. Oh, it appears I was wrong. It is 2 to 3, not 3 to 2. Never mind. Put that in there. And where was the other dust? This one, the raw rubber dust. We're gonna need a bit more raw rubber dust. I want to keep the rubber going at all times, really. Right, casings go at the top here, and then it's just the vacuum tubes we need now. So the vacuum tubes are in here, and they are made with copper wire. We need steel rods. That's all we need, steel rods. How many steel rods do we have? We have absolutely none. Okay, well, let's get some steel rods, and then wire. Wire was the other thing we needed, wasn't it? So that there, and then steel rods. We need 2 vacuum tubes. We need 4 vacuum tubes. So now here's our bent lathe. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let's do another 1, 2, 3, 4 for later. Because we're going to need more. We're just going to need more. We're always going to need more. So that is what it is. How about you, good sir? I'm doing very well. Can you tell, guys? Do I look browner? Do I look tanned from my holiday in Spain? I've got a little bit of panda eye going, as you can see here. A little bit of panda eye. Because I was wearing my sunglasses all the time. But I don't think it's too noticeable. It's more noticeable in this lighting, though. So I've got a little bit of panda eye going on. That's not too bad. Right, so then that's everything I need, isn't it? Yeah, just as soon as they're done, we've finished. Right, so how about we start working on the next thing? I think the next most important one really is the extruder. But I do want to follow with the quest here. Something else I've decided on, chat, as well. So I was following the quest here, and I didn't want to be spoiled about what I wanted to do next. But I think that's not a good way of actually playing this pack. I do still want to, I could try and get the assembler right away. There's no reason why I can't go straight to the assembler. But I do want to follow the quest line for everything I built. But I think it's going to be better off, instead of trying to be like, oh, what's going to come next? I'm going to leave this active the whole time now on the full scale. So that means we can look at any level, as you can see here. We can see it right at the very end. But I will turn it off and on every now and again, because obviously some of it darkens out. You see, like nuclear power, space, basic automation and stuff. That's all grayed out, and I want to know when I unlock it. So every now and then I will flick it over. We have got the start of Thorncraft as well. We can make this the quick and dry portal generator, but for this we need an assembler, so we can't do it yet. But we're not far away. We're not far away. Anyway, click this open, and this is where we want to look at things. Electric macerator. Now, I don't think we need the macerator. The reason being I don't think we need the macerator is because we still have this over here. This is our big multi-block grinder, which is very powerful, and as you can see, we have got plenty of things we actually need to smelt up. In fact, I should be smelting these while we aren't doing anything in these machines. So I've got loads in there, and then I've got more in here as well. So I've got loads of stuff that we can actually process. Chalcopyrite, brown limonite. Well, chalcopyrite's for copper, brown limonite is for iron, yellow limonite's for iron, roasted iron's obviously for iron, and pyrite's for iron. So we've got loads of iron stuff going on here, and loads of iron. We do still have a decent amount of tin, I think. Do I need to do a bit of a tin? We've got 25 in there. We've got no tin in here, 24 in my inventory. Maybe we should do a little bit of tin. Do we have any cassiterite? Well, there's one tin ore. Any cassiterite sand? You might have to go on a bit on a mining mission today, chat. Might have to go on a little bit of a mining mission. Any cassiterite sand in here? 6 cassiterite sand. That is it. Wow. That's really good. I think this can be smelted directly. Yeah, so that's 6. And then this would give us 2 if I crush it down. So I've got 8 more tin I can get if the worst happens. Never mind. Monday, should I teach you how to speak Spanish? That would have been useful before I went to Spain, but it would have been helpful. I didn't learn to speak anything while I was out there. Most of the time I was pretty much just saying no español. Right, are those iron rods done? Steel rods, they are done. Which go into here. Lovely. We'll just get... No, I suppose we do need all 4 for right now, don't we? Into here. 1, 2. Sweetness. And then we put these 2 in here. 1 and 2. 2 more steam turbines available to us. Lovely. Now, we have to use the wire cutters for this. That's just how it works. So let's disconnect all of this. And then we need our wrench as well. Wrench is for pipe. So what I want to do here is put our steam turbine here, here, and here. And we want this to face the output always on this side. I believe that's how it works. Because that's the output, not the input, I'm pretty sure. So I want that like that. Am I correct in saying that? Pretty sure that's right. It might say actually in the in here. No, that doesn't say. Or about it here. We almost made it. One last thing. The steam turbine generates electricity from steam. The power source you've been using is the same, but at this point you'll be generating EU and bringing it into the machines via cable instead of bringing it to steam directly with them. Luckily, electric machines don't need an exhaust port, and they're considered more efficient than bronze machines. At a later point, you'll most likely switch from steam to another fuel. Okay, so none of that explained it. I'm pretty sure that's right, though. So we're going to need our steam here. If I plug that straight into there, it does join. Let's see if it starts generating steam. So we've got nothing in there at the moment. Okay, so inputs from any side. Inputs from any side. Okay, that's not too bad. I don't want it actually going this way. I want it going this way. Like that. And then we'll go up, and then we need some more small steel fluid. Steel is actually very expensive pipe to be using, but it's the temperature of it is the reason I'm using it. So we want to shutter this as well, this way. Then we're going to want that into there. Want to go this way as well. Sweet. This into there. And then we need one more. What are you? Hey, I think that's pretty much our first ender pearl, you know. I don't know what this thing is. Now, where is my mob drops? There's somewhere over here. Here they are. I'll be back. Looking forward to seeing you. Right, steel. Small steel pipe. Small steel pipe. It's plates. Steel plates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go get some plates made up. Which is usually the bending machine. Damn it. That's annoying. For right now, then, let's switch this around. No, we want output to be down. And 6. And then circuit 1. That is working. We'll just leave it around this way. We might as well leave it around this way now. Ouch, there is steam in there now. As you can see, it's sort of holding. It is losing a little bit now. But the good thing is that because there's each of it each, we're not going to be draining one down entirely. Which is pretty good. Pretty good. Small steel. Sweetness. Throw that in there. Where's my wrench? Ah, my wrench was probably used to make it, wasn't I? I don't really want to be using this up because it is a steel wrench after all, but never mind. Slap that in there and slap that in there. Wonderful stuff, wonderful stuff. Everything's got steam in it. This is not going to get a lot of steam because it's at the end of the chain, obviously, but as you can see there, it's now built up. Now the good thing is we do have this bit of a backlog. There's 1600 still in the pipes as well, which is quite nice, but each of these hold 24,000 each, and we are golden. So we should be able to run these pretty much all the time. The problem is that the best this can output, this steel casing, this steel tank for steam, is 1000 millibuckets for tick. Now our pipes can do 1600, so there's no way I can actually get this out. Now we have been using these pumps, but as you can see, electric pumps, they can only do 6400 liters per tick anyway, so there's not any better. If I did type in pump though, there is the obviously higher tier ones, so the next tier is MV. There you go, MV 2560. So we need to get to MV for really anything any better, which is a little bit annoying. A little bit annoying. Eventually, we will be able to do even higher amounts because, as you can see here, UV is 10,485,000 a tick, or a second rather, not a tick. How much is it a tick? It doesn't even say it as a tick because it's too big. It's all as a second. There you go. Tick, 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 and then it goes to second. That's quite funny. Oh, that's a different. Oh, that's a fluid regulator. Oh, there you go. UVE 2,970 liters per tick. That's the best. These aren't pumps. These are regulators. I don't really know. Well, I can understand what a regulator does, but still. Anyway, we have done what we can for right now. Now, we are going to need another turbine, but for right now, I'm probably just going to jump it off this last one for the last machine. But for right now, that's not too bad. So the next thing we're going to want is obviously the extruder. Let's just check the old here, LV. So where is the extruder in this? That's the electrolytic separator. Here is the cutting machine, which is going to be another useful one. Distillery, low voltage fluid tank, washer, washing plant, fermenter, compressor, forge hammer, extractor. See, there's a lot of things here. Fluid gate, forming press, gas turbine, combustion engine, sifting machine, macerator, alloy smelter, chemical bath, mixer, furnace, polarizer. Where is it? Down here? Centrifuge. Do you think that steam fluid transport is far too slow? Your LV pumps got you down, going only 640. Then it's time to make the 32 times faster LV steam valve. They only work with steam and are just as fast as a valve on a railcraft tank if you put it on the bottom side. There is also so wait, what steam valve then? Sorry, I just got sidetracked here. Steam valve. 1024, so it's only 24 better than what we've already got. But an MV is 2048. Interesting. I don't know why you'd use a valve and not just a pump. Interesting. So when a Spanish person comes to you, you tell them no hablo español, va tomar no cu obrigado. Well, I assume the first bit is I don't speak Espanol. But the rest of it, I don't know what the heck you've said. Fluid extractor. Basic chemical reactor. Extruder. Here's where we are. Extruder. This is what we want down here. So we do have it unlocked. The extruder is not very useful in LV, but would extrude your next tier of boat, make your rubber sheets more effectively, get an extra fluid cell, or have some Tinker's Construct parts. Yeah, so what we're going to use this for is pretty much for making rings, because rings are just annoying to make. I think we can also make bolts from it, and if we do make bolts from it, then we can obviously lathe them after to make screws. Basically, I want to get away from hand tools as best as possible. It's a cultural thing there. What is a cultural thing there, though? Right, so the extruder. We're going to need the pump. We're going to need 2 LV circuits. We're going to need a load of bronze and a annealed copper. Oh no, regular copper and an LV machine hull. That's not going to be too hard to make for us. Not too hard to make. We are going to need more tin though. Does it need any motors? It doesn't. Yes, it does. It needs electric motors. So we're going to need a load more steel, and even more steel. Okay, let's figure this out then. Because I want to be exact here. So we're going to need 8 here, 9 for that. And then we're going to need 3 more, so that's 12. $13. 14, 15 steel. 15 steel I think it's going to take. But it's only going to be 12 plates. So let's make 12 of these plates. And then we're going to need, obviously for the pump, we're going to need 2 iron rods. Plus for this, we're going to need 4 iron rods as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is pretty much all our steel. Not good. Well, it's a foreign thing people should know. Yeah, I know, but what does the rest of it say? You said no hablo español, which I believe is I don't speak Spanish. But what does the rest of it say? You know the annoying thing about not being able to talk in Spain, because a lot of people did actually speak English in Spain, which was very, very handy. The only sort of annoying thing is oh god, I'm losing my words now. Someone asked me for directions, and obviously I couldn't answer for them. And then another one, someone asked me, no, I was trying to catch a bus, but for whatever reason, this bus specifically didn't pick up after a certain point, which was very annoying. So we ended up getting a Bolt instead. If you don't know what Bolt is, not every country has Bolt. It's essentially an Uber. Bronze fluid pipe. Do I have one of those? I do. Yeah, it's essentially an Uber. But just a different company. So yeah, it was quite annoying that I couldn't catch the bus because and the person that got off and actually tried to help me couldn't. Oh, there's 4 more steel, so that's pretty good. What am I doing? What am I doing? Can I not just smelt steel dust? I can't. This is interesting. I can melt it in the in the smeltery though, so I can get it back, just not by itself. Okay, well now we've learned. Today we learned, ladies and gentlemen, today we learned. I need to actually clear my inventory a bit. Shall we? Let's extract a bit more rubber. I don't think we need 5 chests either. Hello, I am back, peeps. I'm sure you missed me greatly. We all did. We all did. In here, what are we doing in here? This is our extractor. Right, so we need... That doesn't want to be there. Let's do that in this one. Let's do the actual extruder in this one. Let's make the LV hull. That's probably finished by now. The rest says, I don't understand you, thanks. Okay. Ah, I didn't auto-extract you. I didn't set you to be down. There you go. Now you've auto-extracted. Sweetness. We're going to want these and these. And I don't know if we need more pipes, more iron pipes and shit. Right, so in here, we're going to want these 2. And then we're going to want... Where are my plates, actually? Vending machine. Oh, I didn't auto-extract you either. Right, so LV machine hull. We want this. That goes in the sensor. We need this, and then we need... Oh, we actually need our 2 wrought iron as well. We should batch craft some wrought iron as well. That's that. That won't take too long. And then we need 2 tin wires. Which we have. but only one right now. Let's get one more of these. I'm going to put that tin there, and we're actually going to need to go make some more rubber sheets. I don't think ordinary rubber really helps us out anyway. We can make a soft mallet, we can make rods and rounds, but our rounds are only really used for the dolly. So I think we can just probably make this all into what we need. So we need the sheets one, which is in here, the plates mold. So let's whack that in there, take that out. Now this is stupidly quick, as you see here. We'll take a few of them before we head over. And then we'll put a few more in slowly in a sec. Where was I in the craft? Over here. Elving machine holes done. That goes in here. I keep getting mixed up. This is for the pump. This one's for that. Okay, so what else do we need for the pump? We need to do our gear, which is just like so. So that goes down here, and then the last thing we need for the pump is 3 steel sheets. Damn it, I was one off. How did I miscalculate like that? Let's make one more plate. I could have sworn I counted it correctly. Alright, one pump. That goes in here. Sweet, now it's the rest of the machine. So we need four times copper wire, which is just that together. Okay, that's really easy to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweet. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we need 2 of these. And for that we need, in here, we need a variety of different things. We need red alloy cable. We need 6 red alloy cable. We have 8 here, so we want to turn this into wire. So this is where we need our wire mill now. Which just goes like that. A little bit slow, but that's not too bad. And we get 2 at a time as well, so we only need the 6. We might as well wait here for now. And then we need the vacuum tubes, which is going to need more steel rod. So we need 4 steel rod. No, we need 8 steel rod, which goes in the lathe. We're not going to have enough steel, are we? We're really not going to have enough steel. There's only 4 here. Hopefully the blast furnace has done a bit more. Let's go have a look-see. See where things like juggling things around? It's a lot of running around to start off with in GregTech. Well, I say to start off with, we are quite a few hours in now. I don't know where we have got statistics. We're on 2.86 days at the moment. I did see Threefold. He had a very specific metric of hours, and I don't know how you see that. I don't know what you have to press to open that up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Galactic Neo, welcome on in. How are you doing today? Hopefully you're having an absolutely fantastic day. I haven't seen that face in ages. Hello. Hello. How are you doing? We have been on Twitch for a little while now. You go into statistics to playtime. Yeah, I just seen that. It's 2.86 days, but Threefold, he managed to have a very specific, like, separate tab. Sort of like my quest book here. There was, like, a statistics page where it told him specifically in hours how much he did. And I want to know what that was. Right, so I need the wire, which I have on me. Let's make 6 of these. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I need more sheets. 3. What do you mean? You're Leah. What makes you think that I don't remember you? How could you? Vacuum tubes. Just the steel rods. And the copper. And the copper. Whoop. Let's get them steel rods. The real thing is, I don't know if most people in the chat know who you are. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'm one off. How am I one off? Why am I one off? Ah, it's there. Vacuum tubes, they go into here. Ah, and I need another casing. So I need 2 more steel again and our casing. Why don't you use the workstation instead of the Tinker's craft table? Because the workstation was really annoying. I was using the workstation previously, but it ended up just being a major pain for me. Because when I pop into the Discord, you always give me a big hello. Oh, I'm sorry I let you down. I've let you down. I didn't give you the big hello. It has been a while since we've seen you on Twitch, however. Right. Extruder time. This will be an achievement. Quest complete. Hooray! And we get an LV loot bag. Right, now what does it ask us to do? A new alloy, Magnalium. Magnalium. Wondering why you need Magnalium now? It's not for GT machines, but for a material upgrade for your crossbow. Go to the Twilight Forest and find an olivine or glaucotine vein located blah blah blah. With an ore washer you can make this blah 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 blah. Right, we're not going to be doing that. We're not going to be doing that. It does say that apparently... Oh no, this is going to need this. Okay, so in order to make... Is that a pickaxe head? No, it's a crossbow limb. So it's saying we need the centrifuge. We don't need all this. This is basically how to make an upgraded crossbow. We don't even have a crossbow. So I'm not going to bother with that. But yeah. Here we go. We've got ourselves an extruder. Now, obviously, we're going to need a handful of different molds now. And as I say, I am just going to piggyback off this one here. So I am going to do this. This is the side we want this. We want that to connect to there, and we want to shutter it. And then we want 2 small things here. So we want this one. We want that. We want this there. We want to take that out. We want to disconnect that. Have that go into there. We want to connect that there. Why aren't they connecting? Excuse me, sir. Oh, no, because these need to be cables. These need to be cables. Yes, of course. What have you been up to, Leo? You haven't told me yet. What have you been doing? How has life been going? Are you still at college? You call it over there. Coolidge. Or have you left all that behind? Have you passed? Have you succeeded? I want to know. Connect that there, connect that there. No blow up. Why aren't you connecting? Ah, that's why. This is the output side. That's the output side. Put that into there. There we go. You're filling up with power. You're going to go down there. You're going to go down there. And I think we're there now. Right, extruder, we are here. So, recipes. We've got 3,000 odd recipes. Yada, yada, yada. We want to have a look at rings. Rings. So, there's 2 different types. There's the big ring and there's the mold. What can the molder be used in? The forming press. Sorry, the fluid solidifier. We're not going to be using that. We're going to be using the extruding shape. The extruding shape is made in the casting table. We need a ring shape, which is a blank cast. Okay, so we are going to have to rebuild our Tinker Smeltery then. Okay, but we are going to want the ring shape. We're going to want the gear mold. No, gear. Oh, let's just type in extruder. So extruder shape. As you can see, there's loads of different types. Boats don't care about. Plate doesn't matter. That plate doesn't matter. Rod doesn't matter. Bolt. We are going to want bolt. Now, how does bolt actually work in the extruder? We get 8 bolts for 1. So before we were turning 1 rod into only 2 bolts, and we're now getting 1 bolt from 1 ingot, but now we're getting 8 bolts from 1 ingot. So it's a big improvement. Bolt, ring, we've got cell. Cell, we haven't made any cells yet, but we're probably going to soon, so we should probably get that ingot we don't care for, wire we don't care for, but just out of interest in the extruder. We only get 2 wires. We already get 2 wires in our way, and obviously, as you can see, this is a lot bigger. Actually, that's a good point. Okay, that is an LV. That is an LV. And that's an LV. As you can see with the wire, that's an MV craft, so we couldn't even do it anyway if we wanted to. Okay, that's good to know. Casing, does that help us? No, that's an MV. Tiny pipe. Pipe could be interesting. Yeah, because look at that. It's only 1 ingot for 2 pipe now. We don't have to get 6 plates. That's actually very good. Ordinary pipe. 3 for 1. We're now getting 1 plate to 1. And for regular pipe, we were using 6 for 2. It's the same then. It's the same. Because this is 3 for 1. There's a lot of annoying mathematics in this. What is that? Transcendent metal ingot. It rotates. Okay, so it's not good for the regular pipe, but for small pipe, it must be good though. It's a 1-to-1, which usually it would still be a 1-to-1, but you need plates. However, this would be able to give us the 1 instead of having to make 6. I'm going to leave it on the back burner, but it's good to know. Block. Do we need block? We do have just a compressor. It is an LV craft, but we do just have a compressor if we want to do that. So I'm not going to bother. It's a 1-second craft though, which is quite good. Sword blade, pickaxe head, shovel, axe, hoe, hammer heads, file head, saw blade. Saw blade could be good. That way we can just make a saw blade out of 2. It's not a big deal. Gear. Gear we definitely want. Bottle? What's bottle used for? We can actually make glass bottles. A rotor. This is going to be very good. Very, very good. As you can see, it's going to be... Oh, no, we can only do it with the fluid solidifier. No, I'm wrong. Well, look here. So now it just takes 5 ingots to make a rotor. Whereas before... Was it in the pump? No, what was it in the turbine? Yeah, before... We needed to get a ring, some iron, loads of tin plates. So let's see, that's 4 tin plates there. That's technically another ingot there. So that's 4 ingots, 5 ingots, and then that's 6, 7, 8 ingots. So that's 8 ingots, and now we can just now it's only going to be 5. So we save there as well. Plus we don't have to deal with the faff of making all the different things. And then we want small gear. So we want quite a few of these really. Turbine blade and drill head. What are these used for? Obviously to make drill heads. To make LV drills. We can nearly make electric tools. First we need a lithium battery, but we can nearly make electric tools. And what's the turbine head used for? Turbine head is made for what? It's not really telling me. Turbine... When I say iron, I'm sure an iron one is used. Iron turbine. I can make a magnetic iron turbine. To make these are multi-block steam turbines, essentially. That's what they're going to be used for. That's a lot later on. That's a lot later on. Right, so we've got our work cut out for us here. So we are going to need 576 millibuckets for every single one. How much is an ingot? 144. Wow. Let me just... I think that's 4? Is that 4? Hang on a sec, lads. Or chat. 576 divided by 144. Yeah, 4 ingots. So we need 4, 8, 12, 16, 24, 28. We need 28 steel to do what we want to do. It's a bit much. It's a bit much. We only have 8 right now. We want to make other machines. So what's going to be the most important, chat? Let's have a look at this. So extruder we've done. The next thing we want to really go for is maybe the chemical bath. We could go for the assembler, but I don't think we need the assembler right now unless we go for very specific things. So what do we get with the chemical bath? I know that's something that says we should do in here. It says the polarizer, assembler, lathe, and chemical reactor plus fluid solidifier for rubber. Hang on, let's have a look at that. Where's the fluid solidifier? Sifting. Exploding fluids for power. Combustion generator. Mixer. Polarizer we want anyway, so that's something we could do, but that's not a priority. We can just use redstone. Gas turbine. Combustion sifting machine. Forming press. There's so many different things. What's the autoclave? Use the autoclave to crystallize your dusts. Turns all of these things into crystals. It's to do with Thorncraft. Logan! Hello, thanks for your guides. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I don't know which guide helped you out, but most likely it's going to be Mechanism, because everyone seems to watch the Mechanism ones. Chemical bath. Where's the fluid solidifier, man? This one. Fluid solidifier. So do I need the extractor to make the fluid solidifier? Ah, okay. To get your molten fluids back to solid states, you'll need the fluid solidifier. This is handy for processing molten rubble directly from the chemical reactor. It's used for crossbow bolts as well. Keep in mind that Greg-Tech fluids are different from Tinker's Construct fluids. You'll need that. You will mainly work Greg-Tech fluids going forward. Okay, so what can the fluid solidifier do for us specifically? Obviously, it can turn fluids into solids. There's 5,500 goddamn recipes we have here, but we could solidify everything. So what is it? So this is why we need the chemical reactor then. You want to make some cetane boosted diesel, plastic, or chemical dyes. Then it's time to chemical react your reactor. Okay. Chemical reactor. Oh, no, this is the chemical reactor. So what can we make? We can make dynamite, potassium. We can make loads of different fluids. So where's rubber in all of this? Rubber. So that's what it's telling me to use it for. I assume rubber bars? Or is there a rubber fluid here I can see? It's because Mechanism is too good. Actually, I'm currently placing 1k Mechanism machines. 1,000 Mechanism machines. What are you doing with 1,000 mechanism machines? Right, so the centrifuge can only be good for latex cones. So I don't see why we need the centrifuge. Oh no, it's the chemical reactor we're looking for. Okay, it's not even here. Fluid solidifier, molten rubber. This is what we want. Chemical reactor. So we can make 1 raw rubber dust or 9 raw rubber dust and 1 sulfur to get this, which I'm assuming is 9 or 10. 1296 divided by 144. 9. So we get 9 molten rubber in the chemical reactor. Okay. So 30-second craft. Okay. Then we use that in the fluid solidifier. And we are only pretty much going to use for sheets. That's still a 1-to-1. That's still a 1-to-1. What are we doing right now then? What are we doing right now? Rubber bars, 1-to-1. We're not using gears. We're not using rat. Oh, actually, we do use rings sometimes. But we'd need a mold for that anyway. Can make boots. So what we're doing alloy. That's 2-to-1. Okay, so it does save us on rubber. It does save us on rubber. I don't know why it's there. Okay, so it's kind of worth it. It's, considering the lack of rubber we're getting automatically, it's kind of worth. But I don't understand why it was telling us to do that in the achievement. Plastic. Plastic case. Tiny plastic fluid. polyethylene sheets. That's what it's called. Molten polyethylene. Chemical reactor. Compressed air and circuit 1 with a bit of ethylene. Okay, that seems annoying. Ethylene and air. Ethylene and oxygen. God, we're going to get into some stuff here soon, aren't we? Oxygen and ethylene. Ethylene and oxygen. So it just depends which way around you want to do it. Looks like the better way is using oxygen cell and ethylene instead of ethylene cell and oxygen, because it's 7,000 there. This one's 14,000. Ethylene and 14,000 air gives us 1,000. This is all very confusing stuff. This is the quickest recipe though. It's a 1-to-1. Air and ethylene gives us polyethylene. 8 seconds for 1. God, this is a head scratcher. It's hurting me. Power. What's power? What? Just what Pappy's doing is power. I'm doing the same thing as yesterday, ethylene power. I currently have 160 million ethylene. That's quite a bit of ethylene. Quite a bit of ethylene. I don't think the fluid solidifier is worth. I think we'll skip this for now. It's telling us to make it for rubber gears, but I don't understand what rubber gears is even for. Round and round and round. Centrifuges then. What's the centrifuge used for? God, 500 recipes. There's almost no point looking at it until later on. I mean, we can get extra stuff out of our impure. Well, a chance. So we could make our ores go a bit further. But I'm not seeing anything here right off the bat that's beneficial to us. And we can make Damascus steel and Vanderium steel. Magnesium source and oil sands. So we could start using oil sands. We do have an oil sands vein, a few of them. So we could do that. N-like nitrogen. And that's here with the crude oil distillery. So that's a whole separate thing. I don't think we need to go that way until we really worry about it. Here we go. Chunk loading. This is something we should have. Passive personal anchors are loaded once the owner visits and stays loaded while the player is logged in. Passive anchors are loaded once the owner visits and stays loaded until the server resets. World anchors are always loaded even when the server resets. Well, I think a world anchor is what I want. But at the moment I can only get personal anchors. I mean, it doesn't really matter in the single player anyway. Emerald plates. Double gold plate and obsidian plate. We're going to have to make some sort of ender farm. Emerald isn't too bad. This didn't really tell me how to make emerald. How the hell do you make emerald plate? Here you go, emerald. How do we use plates for it? Maybe that's disabled. Maybe you can't get emerald plates. Wow, I'm very confused now. The polyethylene line is always fun in GregTech. Are you familiar with it? Oh, I have 30 million biofuel. I'm trying to build enough pressurized reaction chambers for the biofuel to go down. Getting 2k biofuel per second. It's quite a few. I feel like I'm going on a big tangent right now. Shall we just work towards a good circuit then? I mean, that's the ultimate goal to get into MV tier. But then what do we want to go for in MV? Oops, I just claimed all. That was not good. Food. Food goes in there. What else did I pick up then? Got pistons. Pistons are always very nice, actually. Where was our... this one? And then we've got loads of bags. I'm not going to do bags right now. Yeah, if we go into MV... MV is where we start going into other different things. I don't know where the main end is. There's this advanced circuits, which is obviously the next tier of circuits. This is probably where you start. Oh no, you start here. EBF time. That's electric blast furnace, that is. Stainless steel. I think stainless steel is the end for MV. Because you don't go to space quite yet in MV. By the way, if you don't know, the end goal is to get to Mars. And we don't get our first rocket even in HV. Here you go. Mars. HV. That's our goal. Which is basically collect a load of moon rock. That's our final goal there. So we're still a long way away. What's our goal for here? Because these are just like upgrade your machines. Oh, you get a bit into Ender IO as well in MV, which is pretty good. And you get a better prospector. Laser engraver. Cantles. These are just loads of new things. Integrated circuits. This is something we want to look at. This is something I need to tell you guys, chat. So, as you can see, you've got all the different tiers. Ultra low voltage, medium voltage, high voltage, blah, 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 all the way to max. The further right and the further down you are, the better the circuit. The further right you are, the cheaper tier of circuit you have. And the lower down you get, obviously, the more advanced you are. So we actually want to get the integrated logic circuit because that will be cheaper than making the electronic circuit. So the integrated circuit we can obviously do in an assembler, which is well, but there's also the circuit assembler. Oh, actually, it doesn't look like you can do it. You can only do it with these sensor cards. So you need the circuit assembler. This needs 2 resistors, 2 diodes, tin, an integrated logic circuit, which needs an integrated logic wafer, which needs a lens. You can't even do this yet then. You need MV tier. Well, that says LV though. And you need fluid. How does that make it cheaper? How is it cheaper? I want to know. I want to know how that equals cheaper than this. Well, that looks cheaper than me. Not going to lie to you. I don't know. I'm confused. So what's the end of LV? Good circuit. Make good electric circuits. That's an MV tier. So that gets us into MV. So that's our final goal. So we can't even get the later tier till we're into MV. That's so backwards and forwards. So backwards and forwards. Screw it. We're just going to move on. We want everything here. We're not far away. I don't know why we need all of this. But let's make ourselves an assembler. So first we're going to need a robot arm. So let's make this. For this we're going to need our circuits. We're going to need a pump. We're going to need a piston, sorry. Motors. More steel. Even more steel. How many things is this pump used in? AE2. Automation upgrade. I don't know what that is. Ticket machine. Robot arm. I have a feeling we're going to use a lot of robot arms. It's used in generators, bending machine. We've already got compressor. So it's used in a lot of machines. A lot of machines. Even more machines. Pretty much every machine. ME. Forestry. Squeezer. Railcraft. I'm not really doing anything with Railcraft. Steve's Carts is in this. Lots of Steve's Carts. Okay, so how many things is the robot arm used in? It's used in 7 things. Okay, it's going to be worth getting some of these shapes now then. Okay, so let's get ourselves the ring. Let's get ourselves the ring first. Let's remake our what's it called? I've completely forgot what it's called now. Our Tinker's Construct Smeltery. Let's make our Tinker's Construct Smeltery, and we'll start by making a handful of things that we need. We're going to need the table, drains, this, that, and this. Sweet. Now, I don't know where we're going to want to specifically have this. We don't want to really impede on what we have over here. But at the same time, I don't really want to go too far. This might expand this way. Let's put it right here. And I have the necessary tools for a reason. So let's do this. Sweet. We'll keep it 3x3. It's not cheaper, it's just easier to mass produce. It is cheaper. I've been told it's cheaper. 100% it's cheaper. Out there. Let's go drain. Except not that way around. I don't know if I want to have this as high as I did before. I mean, the only advantage to having it higher is obviously you can melt down more at once. Oh. Damn it. I do want some sort of magnet as well. One fine lad, do you know what like the magnet item is in this version? Because I've tried looking for a magnet and it wasn't exactly coming up very easily. Nah, I can't finish it. Never mind. Nope, I've got no idea. Damn it. That's alright, we'll figure it out. I'm going to use 2 casting tables. And then I'll leave one of these here just in case we end up using it. Yeah, I don't know what it was. It was an item something. It wasn't called a magnet. It was like an item attractor or something. It probably says in here. I mean, this talks about magnetizing your rods. Get 16 magnetized rods. But I don't know where from afterwards. You don't know. Right, so that's done. We then need a heckin' load of steel. We've got 8. So we want to do small gear. Definitely small gear first. Ring we're not technically going to need because we're doing small gear. Because it was in the piston, it was the small gear we needed. So we don't want that. So definitely small gear we want, and then I think we're going to need a rotor as well, because that's what we're going to use for more turbines. Everything else I don't think we really need, because we don't need gears. At least not as right now. There's 118 different gears we can make, but for right now we don't really need gears. So in order to make the small gear thing, we're going to need a small gear cast, which we need a blank cast, which needs molten aluminium brass, which is made with copper and aluminum, or aluminium, which we have aluminium gravel, which we do actually have some aluminium gravel, and we have 12 of. What I am going to do is macerate this though, and I'm going to use that in our handy dandy machine right here. Because it will probably do all 12 at once. No, it doesn't. It does 9 at once. But 9 at once is still good. Now, we should batch craft some things while we're here, shouldn't we? What do we want? We've got iron plates. We've got some bronze plates. We've got some redstone wire here. This is all dust, which we should resmelt. Steel dust we can't really do anything about, though. Which is a little bit annoying. But the rest of it... let's smelt the iron. Don't know what I'm going to do with these dark ashes either. Oh, that requires 9 because they're tinies. Meh. Maceration. You're done. There you go. 16 aluminium. Let's put that in there. And we want some coppery doos. Can I put the choco pyrite straight in? Doesn't look like it. So I have to smelt that first. We'll smelt some chocopyrite soon. Let's put some coppery doos in here. Now we don't want to make it all this. That doesn't smelt. Okay. If I crush this again into impure, that doesn't smelt. But then if I washed it, it does smelt. Okay. Let's crush this again then. Now, how much do we get for the aluminium brass? We need 16. Really? And 48. What's 144 divided by 48? 144 divided by 48 equals 3. So we get 3. It's a 3-to-1 then. And we get 3 per ingot. Okay. So we just need one of those. And then the rest of this. We even had even more. Well, let's wash this for now then. And let's just put 2 in. I guess. Holy cow. I did the benchmark because my mate from work kept saying his PC was better than mine. So we both did a benchmark. My PC did like 2 times better than him. And dude still thinks his is better. I think you just need to you know, sack him off as a friend. No, I'm joking. Yeah, but you definitely have a better PC than him. I mean, I don't know who he is or what he has, but I still believe that is the case. Don't burn me. What was that? It's a butterfly. Whack that there. And fill you up. We got 3 copper nuggets from that. How does that work? We'll put that in there then. Right, so gear, this. We need blank casts. So we just need 2 blank casts then. Oh, I didn't put any funnels on this. How silly is that? How silly is that, chat? No funnels. Where are they? 1, 2. Sweet. Let's go into this one. So for the small gear, we'll need this. What are we missing? Wire cutters. That's probably because they're in here. Wire cutters and then rotors. Really? You need 2 files? Oh no, they're wire cutters. File. Wire cutter. Blank cast. Why didn't that work? Okay, well that's that. And then for each we need 5. 5 for that definitely, and 5 for that. No, 4. So we need 8 in total anyway. Okay, that's not too bad. Hey, there we go. We've got 1 more aluminium brass. So it's 3 and 1. So we need 1 of those and 1 of those. Sweet. Let's see how we are doing on the old steel as well. He can't understand his PC is mediocre. I don't know why. Nath Explores. Hey Mondays, what did I miss? Well, we've done quite a few things. Maybe not too much today specifically. But in the updates of things that are going on, we've done a decent amount. This needs more iron. I'll give you a very, very brief tour. Very, very brief tour. We've just made this Tinker's Construct smelter again. I've upgraded the old steam situations you see here. We've got a bit of automation going on with our steam boilers, which is very nice. Basically, logs into our coke ovens. Coke ovens pull creosote oil out into that tank over there. And then all the coal comes into here, which is very nice. Steam goes into here. Then we've got all our steam machines. Underneath the steam machine and our grinder, we've got 4 brand new machines. I explained how electricity worked earlier, but I'm not going to do that again. But we have steams going to turbines and turbines going to these 4 machines. So we've got 4 machines now, basically. Bending machine for plates, wire mill for wire, lathe for screws and rods, and then we now have the extruder. We just built the extruder, and with the extruder we are making some brand new things. So with the extruder we're going to need some molds first, or extruder shapes as they call it. One of which we are doing is the small gear. Let's just check that did just use 4. It did. And the other one is the rotor, which is very, very nice. So we can take both of those off now. And we're going to need more steel later on. So steel gear, let's put that into there. Now, what is the thing we need for it? So we are making a robot arm. This is going to need an electric pump. For this, it's a small gear. So this should use, it's a 1-to-1. Perfect. So we put one of those in there. It didn't work. It didn't work. because it... Why doesn't it work? No! Can anyone spot the mistake? Technically, I can still make it work, but I don't want to do that. He has a huge ego. Sounds like it. This is an MV tier craft, which is so annoying. Technically, I can... Can I make a transformer? Medium transformer. No, I want this. Low voltage transformer. Tin, copper, LV casing. I can make a transformer. Because what I can do, although it says voltage in, this says to step it down. What we can do is plug 4 LVs in and then jump up. The only problem is at the moment I only have 3 turbines. I could make a 4th turbine, plug them in, make an MV tier cable, and then make the extruder be MV. The only problem is that my extruder is an LV machine, so if I plugged in an MV tier voltage, it'd blow it up. So I've wasted my time with this one, unfortunately. What about the rotor? Did I waste my time with the rotor? I didn't. Okay. So we still have to make small gears for now. So not the end of the world. However, now that we... Oh wait, is it just because I put it in the wrong place? Please tell me I can just do it that way around. No. No. I was just very wrong. Never mind. For now, at least we've made rotors cheaper. I could technically smelt this back down, couldn't I? Yeah, I can just smelt it down, so it's not wasted. It's not wasted, but unless we're really desperate on steel, which I don't think we're ever going to really be, I'm going to have to leave that there. Damn it, damn it, damn it. So, do you know what that does mean, though, chat? In fact, that is what I'm going to do. I am going to exchange this. I'm going to exchange this for the ring. Because the ring is still very, very annoying. As you see here, this gives us 1 for 4. Instead usually it's going to be a rod for 1. Which is still technically 1 for 1, but just removes steps. We're just going to convert it, basically. So we're going to need a blank pattern again, which we luckily still have 1 aluminium brass. We're then going to melt this back down because we're going to use it again later. And we're going to make ourselves a ring instead. I'm so annoyed that it worked out that way, though. Why tell me I can do it and then just not do it? Snips and then file that way. Oh yeah, ring cast. That's going to take a little bit of time. That's all right. What was I making now? A robot arm. Well, actually I'm making the assembly machine, which actually needs 2 robot arms. Can I even run this? Sorry, I'm just going on a bit of a tangent here. Assembler. ULV. Okay. So a lot of things are ULV. Okay. It's not too bad then. Not too bad then. You done? You are done? I like that we can just recycle it though, so it's not a major screw up. Guys, this is just an update as well. For anyone who's in the chat, if you haven't already joined the Discord, link is in the description, as well as down in that bottom corner, as you can see over there. Join the Discord. The best way to know when new videos go live. There's not a new video today as well, chat, if you have not yet known. Also, I don't know if everyone saw, this is me major plugging stuff right now, by the way, everyone. There's a new app out, a new social media. It's called Threads. It's basically Twitter done by Instagram. I am actually really, really enjoying it right now. And if you haven't done so already, come follow me. I've only got 5 followers. Come on, guys, we need more than that. Follow me on good old Threads. Something I'm actually interested in using, which is very strange because usually I'm not. Hey, do you know what else we can do while we're here? I said that we can use our steel dust in here, didn't I? Haha, we can put the steel dust in. Cool. Right, I was on about batch crafting, wasn't I? Let's make a load of different things. What sort of batch crafting we do? We've got loads of iron rods. We need more tin rods. How about we do a little bit of tin roddage? We have tin in here. Oh, there's more steel dust as well. So let's go. How about we make... We've only got 34. Let's make 12 tin rods. We're going to need some steel rods. Let's make... In fact, if we're using the assembler... If we're making the assembler, we're going to need these LV machine cases. So we're going to need 8 there. But making these is done first. So we need 2 steel rods here. These don't need any steel. So 2 steel rods there. Then it's going to need 4 steel rods plus 4 plates, 5 plates. And this is just going to be a 1. So we need 2. Okay, so we need 2 small gears. 2 small gears. That means we need 2 small plates. Does this need a... No, I know I haven't screwed this up. Steel ring. Steel ring. Extruder. It's MV as well. Steel rings are MV. Oh no. I still wasted my time. What do I need this extruder for? Why did it tell me to get it? It didn't tell me to like purely make it. I mean, it's not very, but the extruder you'll need for your next tier boat. I literally wasted my time entirely making this thing, didn't I? I'm hurt, I'm hurt, I'm hurt. Right, what I'm seeing here now, chat, is instead of actually trying to find a way to save iron, I think a better idea is going to be just a way of making steel better. Let's just make more steel. For right now, this is needed. That is still doing tin. We're going to need 8 steel plates for our machine casing anyway. So let's just put that in there. We're gonna need not wires. We're gonna need rods. We're gonna need steel rods. We're gonna need loads more steel. I think we should really just make the more steel blast furnace. Really, we just need more brick blast furnaces. Now, I know we spent ages of a previous stream actually doing this before. Ages. But we need to start this grind again. I think we need to get at least 2 more of these goddamn furnaces because we are not making steel quick enough now for the amount of production I want to do. So I think the rest of the day, instead of trying to increase our stuff here, I mean, I know we ended up only really making a turbine or 2 turbines and an extractor or an extruder that we can't even use besides rotors. Right now, there's not really too much point in doing anything else because I feel like we almost just need to rush to over here now to get to MV because we need to sort of a bit of backwards and forwards for the rest of this. I mean, in theory, we could work our way to a new power supply using oil, but as of right now, I don't think we really need that. I think my main thing that I want to rush to, actually, is called the Good Miner. Long distance item pipe? Long distance item pipe. Wouldn't it be great if you could transport ores far away? Or from a faraway ore vein by pipe to your base? That's interesting. Is that this? Auto mining. This is what I want. This is what I'm deciding my first goal is. The auto miner. What do I need for this? We need a sensor. For a sensor, we need Certus quartz. Certus quartz I have not yet found. So that is the previous quest. Quartzite vein. Process some Certus quartz. For this, we need 2 Certus quartz. For this, we're going to need a quartzite vein. Okay, the nether is full of different kinds of quartz. Go and find a quartzite vein. They're located between Y80 and 120. It might be hard to find one because that area is usually air. You'll have to keep a good look. Okay, can I use the divining rod? Chat, What should my goal be today now? You guys tell me. Do we want to go for 2 more blast furnaces? Or do we want to try and get an auto miner? What do you think, chat? What should we do? If we do get an auto miner, we're only going to be able to mine locally. Anyway, the reason we're only going to be able to mine locally is because we don't have a wide area of... what's the words I'm looking for? We don't have any way to localize power as of right now. We would have to transport steam to a location, put down a basic turbine, and then start mining. So all we could do is basically the iron, the gold, lapis, which does have cassiterite. Oh no, it's not that. The garnetite that has lacerite. So we can do steam in probably these local areas. This 5x5 of ores. So we can get a lot of resources, but that's about it. I say blast furnace. 1 for blast furnace. Okay. Do we get batteries in LV? Hello. Ice 2 battery. RE batteries. Small battery hull, molten redstone. I think I can charge these in any majigger. A few recipes require IC2 batteries. Fill your small battery hulls with some molten redstone and you'll get an RE battery. What's an RE battery for though? Battery alloy. Oh, is that something? There it is. That's the magnet we want. The item dislocator. That's what I need. But yeah, batteries. Small battery hull. Acid battery MV. No, acid generator. I can turn it into a Galacticraft battery, which holds a lot of EU. Yeah, this doesn't tell me the EU it has. Mixing antimony and lead in an alloy smelter will give you battery alloy. Combine it with tin cable and voiler. There's a small battery hull. Small equals LV, medium is MV, large is HV. It gets weirder after that. Note that if you make the battery alloy in a mixer, you'll need to use dust, but if you use the alloy smelter, you can use either. Check out the Storing and Transforming EU Quest tab for all details about EU. Ah, okay, it's a different tab. Storing and Transforming. Okay, so it says here, there you go, that's what you want, the battery alloying. So then you've got all our different tiers, the reusable batteries, single-use batteries, and the reusable batteries. Cadmium, lithium, and sodium, none of them we have. And then we need the battery buffer. Probably sodium's the first one we can do. Small sodium battery. 2 sodium dust and glycerin and the small battery hull. Sodium is glauconite. I think glauconite is the ore that it told us to get inside the Twilight Forest. Okay. Ornolite, none of that we can get, none of that we can get. Cryolite. Cryolite I think is also in the Twilight Forest. And sand. So pretty much we want to get to the Twilight Forest to get batteries, and once we have batteries we can do mining. So we're still quite a ways away because we can't get to the Twilight Forest until we get the assembly machine. So I think you're right, we want to get the blast furnace one, fine lad. John Blitz, hey Mondays, how you doing? I'm doing well. I've just come back from holiday, but at the same time I'm currently stressing about what we need to do because we are not behind, but we're just in an awkward place at the moment when it comes to GregTech. We could just wait, literally. We can just literally wait and do absolutely nothing, but that's not the direction I want to go. Where do we put all of our parts? Oh, they're still over here. Ingot cast. Let's get our steel out of here. I've been in Greece on a holiday, that's why I couldn't make it to the streams. I've still got 3 days left of my holiday. It's 11:50 PM here. Wow, you're actually close to my time then, pretty much. I've just been on holiday to Spain, so we were closer than ever. Yeah, I went to Spain for a week, so I didn't even stream last week, John, so don't worry about that. I only got back yesterday, actually, from Spain. So we've all had a holiday. Wow, this takes way too long. This takes way too long. Right, so what are the processes we're going to need for making this blast furnace? We're going to need ourselves some blast brick, which we obviously know. The blast brick is going to need 4 iron furnaces, which we know, but the blast brick here, we're going to need concrete. Can we make concrete in a better way? This is going to be a good idea, actually, if we can do it. There's the fermenter, which turns concrete foam to concrete. Concrete foam can be also made in the fermenter with wet concrete. Wet concrete can be made in a fluid extractor. That's not the way. A battery vat. I believe this is going to be higher than LV. A mixer. Okay, so there we go. We can just do mixing. And we can get wet concrete this way. So we could get a big storage if we make the mixer. That's probably going to be a good thing. So it's a good to do a sidetrack of that. We're also going to need the fermenter, which we can confirm is an LV tier thing. That turns concrete into wet concrete. Okay, so any other way of getting wet concrete? We can't do this. Canning. No. Okay, so the mixer, I think we should get. Let's get the mixer. That's going to be a good idea. The rest of the stuff we're still going to have to collect, but at least it's going to just do it all automatically. We can just funnel it water, and we can just do our thing. That's going to be good. So wet concrete afterwards. We can obviously turn that into concrete foam. I just want to see if there's a skip. We can use this to make all of these, so we don't worry about that. Fermenter. This is LV. Fermenter was one of the things. Let's put fermenter in there. Fluid solidifying, light concrete, and concrete sheets. What's concrete sheets used for? Nothing. Assembler. Assembly line process. Galaxy space. That's different from Galacticraft. We could also fluid cell. We could get cells of concrete. I don't know why you'd do that. Okay, so we're going to have to use the fermenter to make concrete foam. And then we're going to need another fermenter for concrete. Okay, and then with the concrete, can I automatically create? There we go, in the assembler. We can use the assembler to make more. This is going to be a very backwards way of doing it then. If I can use the assembler to make these more easily, is there any point? I think it'd be worth for doing the concrete. Just to do the concrete. We'll make the mixer and the fermenters. Just to get the concrete. That way I don't have to run and do bucket after bucket after bucket after bucket. However, I will have to get buckets of concrete to do the blasts into the fire brick. So how about we get one more furnace, one more blast furnace, the old-fashioned way. We'll get our fourth furnace this way. Because the other thing as well, with getting more furnaces, we're going to need a better way of actually powering them. So with these recipes, you can see they take small coke, 13.3 seconds. Well, actually, we should just look at steel. Steel ingot. Which one is it? Railcraft steam ingot? In here? Yeah. So with 8 cactus coal, it's 240 seconds. With 2 coal coke, it's 240 seconds. So coal coke should be the way to go, really. We should just mine a load of coal. 8 sugar coke, coal coke, sugar coke, cactus coke, sugar coke, coke. Is there any way where it's 4 regular coke? 360 seconds. Is there a faster way of doing it than 240 seconds? Woo! You get 5 at a time, but 1,200. 5 at a time, 5 at a time. 64, you get 9 at once. Is that better? Is that better, chat? 18 coal coke gives you 9 at once. Usually it's 2 for 1. Is that better? Yeah, it's the same. It's the same. So there's no better fuel, really. Really, if I just mine a load of goddamn... Hello, Daniel Detterbock. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. You're 5 hours away, I think, from Greece. What, the UK or Spain? Have you tried the new social media Threads? It's so good. Yes. Follow me, John. I did put it in the Discord, actually. I think you're on the Discord, aren't you, John? Yeah, I've joined Threads already, John. You should definitely follow me. 100% to Rooney's. Unless you have already. No, still only 5 followers. Ripperoni. Ripperoni. Yeah, what do I want to do, chat? Shall we just mine coal? Let's make one more blast furnace and then just mine coal. That's what we're going to have to do. So let's make ourselves the mixer and 2 fermenters, and then we'll crack on with actually making them. So for this, we're going to need tin rotor. Look at that. Tin rotor coming in clutch. I'm in your Discord. Yeah, see, I thought you were. Right, this can go away because it's an MV goddamn thing. I can't believe that was MV. It's 2 things we wasted, but at least we have the rotor. Rotor here, and we're going to need tin. We need 4 tin. Is it 4? 5. 5 tin, and we're going to need 2 of? No, 1. What about the fermenter? Fermenter needs a pump, which needs a rotor, so we need 3 of. Okay, 3 then. And they're all tin rotors. 3 tin rotors, so we need 15 tin. We might actually have to go mine more tin, chat. How much tin do we have still? I've got 22 in my inventory. Lovely. Auto output. Auto output down. And that is quick as well. So there's the rotors. We're then going to need 4 glass. Let's get 4 glass. I'm sure we have that somewhere. Really? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make that in this one. One rotor there. Then we're going to need 2 circuits, which we are going to need more vacuum tubes. We're going to need more resistors very soon as well. So for this we need, well, we need 4 more steel for rods. So 4 more steel rods. This is where the waiting game happens. We're sort of chasing our tail here. It's sort of a chicken and egg situation at the moment. Have we run out of goddamn iron over here? We have. Do I have any more iron in my inventory? No, we do not. This is going to need some more coal as well. Damn it! Let's start. Let's start. Let's go get some more charcoal and some more iron. Do I have iron in my backpack? No, I don't. I just checked that. So 2 in there. We're gonna need more than that. I know we are. But for right now, we'll leave that. We actually do have a bucket of concrete right here, so we'll take that. Iron and coal. 2 stacks. And then we'll try and take 2 stacks of coal. If we take 32 from everything, like there might actually be some. There you go. See, look, there's charcoal in the system, but I can't actually get out the pipes. So let's take 32 out of there, and that should actually fill up. There you go, 32 out of there. And we'll take 32 out of here, and take 32 out of the back. 2 stacks, 64. So we are generating more than those furnaces are using. Not that we're really using steam too much now. But you know. Alright, so that in there, that in there. You're going. We want you to be a full stack, and that in there. Sweet. Now we've got loads of these dark ashes again. I think I'm actually going to start avoiding these dark ashes. I really don't need them. I really don't need them. Right, so we've got the steel for the motors, and we need iron rods. Let's make a few more of these. So we are going to want our cable. Hey, we've got some charcoal in there as well. So we're going to want 1, 2, 3, 4 for our wires. Oh, we need 1 there. We need 1 motor there, and then we're going to need 2 motors there. So we might as well make 3 motors right off the bat then. Three motors just like that. Balaz Shashamalmi, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. We've had 3 subscribers today during stream today. Thank you so much, everyone. And look at that. We're nearly at 8,000 subscribers, everyone. Can you believe it? 8,000. If I was saying this to Lulu earlier today. If I saw 8,000 people sat in front of me in Sarah Stadium, that would be insane. I'd also crap myself. But yeah, it would be insane. Right, let's just put all of you in the middle for right now. Then we need LV machine hull. So we need 4... Well, we need 1 there. Then we're going to need 2 here. So we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to need 6 wrought iron. And then we're going to need 24 goddamn wrought iron plates. Oh, we already have 8 here. That's good. Let's do another 4 in a second then. Hi everyone, YouTube notifications as always sucks. Well, hello Kapalua. Welcome on in. No worries about the Discord YouTube notifications, but if you haven't joined the Discord already, I do a go live as soon as I go live on Discord. So join that and then you'll get the notification straight away. Unless you're not a user of Discord. Some people aren't. Oh, that was nearly a bad thing. Right, so I'm going to need another... Actually, no, I shouldn't do that. Oh, well, screw it, I've done it now. I've done it now. Let's get that. And then we'll need you. 1, 2. We're going to need 2 more of these. And then we need 1 more steel plate. But how are you, Kaplua? How are you doing today? Have you had a fantastic weekend? I know we didn't stream last week, but how was last weekend as well? And also, I see you lurkers on Twitch. I appreciate the lurkins. Welcome on in, 3 viewers on Twitch. It's very rare I have 3 viewers on Twitch nowadays. How are we doing? Mixer, you go there. Right, so now we just need the things over here. So we need the red alloys. We need 1, 2, 3. Like that. We're going to need 2 though. So we're going to need those other ones that are over here. We're going to have to make some more red alloy very soon. But steel rod. And then we can also get this dust back. Let's put the dust into here. Sir Stas? Just chilling here? No worries, we love the chilling. Whoa, we got 4 people on Twitch. What's happening on Twitch? We're blowing off, guys. Kicking off. Is that it? No, it's not. We need circuits. So that goes there, and then we need the wire. 1, 2. And that gives us just 1 there. 1, 2, 3. And 3 there. We'll have 1 of these go here. Now, what do we need down here? Just 2 more rods. No, 4 more rods. This is the painful thing. Wait, are those already steel? No, they're tin. Running back and forth, isn't it a bunch of fun? We should have another 2 done over here anyway. How you doing today, Sir Stas? Phoenix Hybrid 09, thank you for following on the old Twitchingtons. Congratulations for being whatever number's follower. Actually, it probably looks a bit strange. It probably looks like I have a decent amount of followers on Twitch without actually having a decent amount of followers on Twitch, because I haven't streamed in here in so long. Imagine if I kept it going. Once upon a time, I used to have 30-ish concurrent viewers. Then I didn't stream on it for like a year and a half. Here's a thought, chat. Maybe controversial to some. But what do we think about kick? Oh, damn it. I didn't mean to pick all that up. I think it would be... This is just from a growth like, not... What's the words I'm looking for here? From a growth standpoint, what do we think it's worth streaming on Kick? Obviously, it's not Twitch, and I can't actually restream to everything at once. But I reckon it'd be easier to grow on there than on Twitch. Random human being, it's been so long, just grinding some mechanical mastery skyblock. I have been seeing this mechanical mastery skyblock. Is it any good? What are the main sort of mods in it? What are the main sort of mods in it? Because I have seen it about. How you doing, random human being? Have you had a decent day? I haven't seen you actually in the old YouTube for ages. Alex is back. Have you been playing more Skyblock as well, Alex? Is that why you have not been chatting? Right, this should be a quest. Hey, DJ, mix it. The mixer is a very useful device. You can mix all kinds of fluids and items, useful to prevent dust from falling to the ground when crafting. Most mixers give a slight boost over handcrafting. You get 3+ slots in the EV Plus version. This one has 6. Hint, you can use the battery slot to either and other extra slots in the GUI to store anything you like. That's pretty cool. I'm playing Void Train demo. I actually want Void Train. I saw that on Steam. It looks very interesting. It reminds me a lot of BioShock. So I'm interested in seeing how Void Train actually plays. Right, recipes are in LV. Good. There's still 300 recipes purely in LV. I like that it sort of cuts it off. So what can we do? We could make loads of juice, apparently. Loads and loads of juice. Still loads of juice. We can make tofu. We can make nitration mixture. Interesting. Basically loads of cell-related things. More food, cream. We can make dyes. This is actually fluid dye. It's not actually a solid. Still dyes. Still dyes. We're 100 pages in. We're still going with dyes. There's many different dye recipes, apparently. Right, here we get to the interesting things. I don't know Illumar. I don't know what that is. Project Red Core. Loads of Project Red Core things. Here we go. We can make clay from tiny piles. I don't think I'm going to do that. Chocolate bread. More dough. Empty cell. Advanced glue. That's going to be a lot later, I think. Advanced glue. It says a ULV thing, though. Salt water, ironwood dust, mud balls, spider eyes. There you go, dusts. This is what I wanted to look at. End steel, dark steel, energetic alloy, crystalline. Is there anything decent though? Conductive iron, solarium. Solarium we're probably going to use relatively soon, actually. Well, I say relatively. MV we're going to use that. Redstone. I think the only thing we can use this for is really concrete. Tasty clay. Ugh, I wouldn't want to eat it. Not much has happened. Not much has happened. Everything happened, really. Everything. I'm glad you're doing good, though. It's heavy on thermal mechanism and create. Create, I'm not... I mean, I like create, but I'm not the biggest fan of create. Glass, that's going to be good. Fire clay dust. Here you go. So we can actually use it to make our fire clay automatically. I mean, it's probably quicker just doing it in my inventory at this point, but if we want to bulk craft it, I can just leave it in here. That's good to know that I can do fire clay in here. I don't like that I had to go through 300 recipes to get to that, but well, so whatever. Justice for Pappy happened. Yeah, well, I mean, Bean made that a goddamn emote, so I believe Bean's aware. Also, Project E. I don't like Project E. It's a cheat. We can make bronze dust. Okay. This is good, actually, because that means I don't have to use the alloy smelter, so I don't have to use as much steam. So bronze is good. Bronze, fire blick, gunpowder. Can I make rubber? Because that's using 2 things. No, but alloys them together. Right, that's enough looking at that. We know what we're going to be using this for. Fermentary doos. You know what we should actually do is actually start our mixing for the wet concrete. Why does it not come up in this inventory, though? Can fluids not be seen in NEI? Wet concrete. It comes up here, though. Interesting. So wet concrete. We're going to need to pump some water into this. How do we want to do that? Do I just literally... Oh, it's nighttime. I might just literally do a wood pipe straight into it. Just from our, from these. I might as well. So let's get some wood pipes. They don't have to be big wood pipes. And I'm going to pipe that straight into the side over here. Do I have any more large chests? I've been posting the emote every time a message was sent. Very true. Justice has been a thing for a long time. Now it came back strong. It has come back. Grain! Hello, Pappy. Call me in. In? Peak Games 08. Thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. I'm proud of you, Grain. I'm glad you're proud of him. Why are you proud of him? I want to know. I want to be involved. Let me involve, please. Doesn't look like we have the chests. You know, just for now. So I'm a little bit lazy. Just a little bit lazy. And we have these hoppers available. I'm going to do that. Right, so we want wood pipe. Do we have wood pipe? We've got one wood pipe. I can probably just use tiny wood pipe, actually. Tiny wood... Oh, okay, it's not done like that. It's up here, though. Small. No. It's literally called wooden pipe. I know wooden pipe's a thing because I can literally see it there. Small wooden pipe's the smallest anyway. Okay, so small wooden pipe, we want a load of... I'm doing the assembler. Whoa, 1 plank to 6 things? Oh, with glue though. Okay, well that's what we want to do. Probably gonna need at least 18. You know what? Let's actually go up one more. Actually, I know. I do want to be on that level. It's going to look ugly, but until we make a main base, I don't think it really matters. Let's shutter the whole thing. I'm hoping we don't have to just do water through the top. Right, here we go. We've got water inside of here now, and that's just building up. Great. So then we need to put clay dust, calcite dust, quartz sand, and stone. Let's get a load of that. I'm starting all the mods 8. How far have you got in it? Have you got very far? Right, stone dust, 64. What's the ratios? 2,000 water gets us 2,300. It's 1,000 to 1,000, 1,000 to 1,000, and then we need 1,000. So we get roughly 2 whole bricks. So we roughly get 2. Okay. Right, let's do the whole thing. We need clay dust. Doesn't look like we already have. How do we make clay dust again? I thought we had clay dust in here. We do have 14 fire bricks, actually. There's some quartz sand. We're going to need more sand. Quartz dust, calcite. There's some calcite. Yeah, how do you make clay dust again? Is it just literally macerating clay? Hardened dirt. Clay blocks. Oh no, we can do regular clay. Let's do this then. Let's put in the big old majiggery-doos. Sweetness. I'm proud because I was in All the Mods 8 Discord and found him and told him to come, and he came. Oh wow. Been drawing, like always am. We like the drawings, Bean. We like the drawings. Ditaki. I'm also doing All the Mods 8 run. Lots of mystical agriculture and create and avoiding power and inventory until that's sorted. Really, you're not even doing power at all until you've done a lot of mystical agriculture. It's a weird way of going about it, but I like it. I like it. Right, clay. Right, calcite. Oh no, quartz sand. Let's do a bit of quartz sand. I believe that's literally pulverizing regular sand as well. So that can be done afterwards. Let's do 3 stacks of that as well. Wow, that's already done all that. Let's take all the sulfur out. Let's take that out as well. We'll need to put this away. How far are you in that Tataki then? How far are you in All the Mods 8? Quartz sand, we're gonna need this. I can go back there, actually. Dirt we don't need. A dolly. Why do I have a dolly on me? I just don't need that for right now. So we've got the sand sorted, we've got the clay sorted, the stone sorted. Literally, we just need the calcite now. So the calcite was from calcite ore. So we might have to go a little bit of mining. Now, whereabouts was calcite? In this lapis ore. Okay, let's go on a bit of a mining adventure, chat. Let's go on a bit of a mining adventure. I'm going to shovel this in here. We're going to want the steel hammer. And that's about it. I need a dump chest. How about we do that instead? Let's make a dump chest for when we're in the middle of our sort of ventures. Anything else we can get rid of? I mean, a lot of this stuff we generally do not need, but we'll keep it on us anyway. Right, let's go mining for calcite. Hopefully there's nothing in there that's going to absolutely destroy us either. Whoa! I mean a little here and there, but I'm enjoying using create things and drawers and such. Drawers are very, very fun. Create, I'm still learning though. I've got indefinite diamonds, so that's something, but not very far at all after making the All-in-Mod star. Oh, not very far towards that. That's alright, that's a very end goal, isn't it? Hello, who's exploding me? I like being able to spam. I remember this back in the day, doing the old block swipes. Right, how many dudes do we have in here? I feel stronger than before. Not that I'm really being hit, but I seem to be killing things a bit quicker. Hey, you actually got a level up. Really? I didn't bring a bucket of water, actually. I started 1 month ago and made basically nothing. What do you mean made basically nothing? You started a month ago and you're placing 1,000 goddamn machines. Right, wow. I'm surprised we actually managed to kill everything, to be honest. Lots of slime's actually good for us. Oh, I hear more. Whoa! Hello, Speedy. I hear another one. They're in the walls. They're in the walls. We're gonna mine from the top down, I think, as well. I don't know how they're getting all the way over here. Things must have zipped over. Maybe it's because I am on a team of former 2B2T players. Wow. I've never played on 2B2T. Is it as archaic as people say? Who farms a lot? Follow Mondays. Good shout, Nath. Follow me. I already am. It's very true. Grain is. Right, so we're here for calcite. I don't think I really want to just mine calcite, though. It's probably a good idea to try and mine a little bit of everything. What level is calcite really on? I'm not even seeing it here. It's this. This is what we're looking for, chat. So I think we should really start by just mining where we need to. We might end up with a load of ores we don't really need, but it's all part of the old deal. And we must do what we must do. There is some calcite up there, as you can see anyway. It does look like this is the highest we have to go though, which is very nice. And this is where we still want to really have that magnet with us, but we're not going to get that magnet for a little bit of time. Not to worry though. Oh, chat, here's something. I started talking about it in the Discord anyway yesterday. Has anyone played BattleBits? I am thoroughly enjoying BattleBits, and I didn't think it would be a game that I would actually like. Not really because of how it plays, because I do like Battlefield, but I was expecting me not to like it just purely by how it looks, as it looks like Roblox. And I don't like Roblox. But I am having such a blast with it, and I can definitely see why it's pulled so many numbers. It's made 27 million in 2 weeks. Can you believe that? For anyone who doesn't know what BattleBit is, it's literally a Roblox-looking Battlefield game with some other elements from other games, such as Squad. If anyone knows what Squad is. But yeah, it's a very fun game, and I highly recommend anyone who enjoys a shooter, really, to go and give it a crack. I've been obsessively playing Skyrim as of recently. Really? How come playing Skyrim then? I mean, don't get me wrong, I do love my Skyrim, but it's a very time and a place that I really have to play that. Are you playing it modded by any chance? I do love modded Skyrim. I put 80 hours in 1 week. Yeah, it's quite a few hours. It's quite a few hours. Saying that though, I've easily done that with Minecraft before. Easily. Justice for Pappy. Right, we don't have to say that as every other message. But I appreciate the support. Where is the squared part of this? Is that the end? It looks like that's the corner. Let's mine this way. Oh god, Ditaki's even on it. Ditaki, if you have not already, please join the Discord. Link is down actually in the panels down below as you are on Twitch. Justice for Mondays. Now you've got it, Grain. Now you've got the right idea. Justice for me. I am clearly oppressed. Where is my happiness? Where's my happy ending? Tell me, chat. I'm yet to find it. I have some fun mods, like mods that turns the dragons into trains for Thomas, spiders that Spider-Man and arrows makes pew sounds. I like it. I like it. You know what I find very strange about modding Skyrim though, and other people may be the same as me. Quite often, I actually enjoy the modding period more than the playing period. I can genuinely, after work, spend 3 days modding Skyrim, and I get it all working lovely. I'm like, right, this is amazing. It's going to be so fun to play. And then I start playing it and I just get bored. Well, I generally found more fun modding it into a working state. It's very strange. I know other people are very similar, but it's not a good thing to really have. You read it wrong. What, Mo Days? Mo Days. I didn't read it wrong. I just thought you typed it wrong. One of the few occasions I didn't read it wrong. But no serious mods. I do that with Stardew Valley. What, overmod it? Have you fully completed Stardew Valley yet, though? Have you fully completed Stardew Valley and got all the achievements? I thought you would have done that by now, Bean. Come on. It's been a long time. Should have done it by now. Where the heck is the end? There is a lot of calcite up here, though. Oh, that looks like the end there. Lovely. So let's go 3 over here. Not yet. I'm 60%. 60%? It's not good enough. However, if you are 60%, say you've taken a break. You may not have taken a break, but you are playing Skyrim instead. Are there any near new updates that have added new achievements? Like, has that pushed you back at all, or will it push you back? If it does push you back, that's one a little bit of annoying, but you know, it happens. I go through phases where I play obsessively for like a week and then stop. Yep, that's exactly me with well, basically Minecraft. I hate gravel. Does anyone else hate gravel? That looks like a pretty clean wall to me there, so I'm going to call that the edge. Mates, one of them is insanely hard. Even the devs regret adding it. What, an achievement for Stardew Valley. What is it? Tell me this achievement. And I'll complete it in half an hour. Yeah, right. I think there's a 1.6 coming up soon, but nothing major has been added yet. Okay, at least you haven't been pushed back. That's the worst thing when you get pushed back from achievement hunting, which has happened to me before. There's just no way around it. I'm getting notifications. One's from Threads. John Cambanis, 15. I assume that's you, John. John Blitz. Trying to figure out a way to do this in a way that makes sense. I have sort of broken my stairs up as well. Completing the arcane games, no damage at all. Wow. I mean, I played the cart one. I know you probably know what I'm talking about, but the cart one I tried when I was streaming it years ago. I never finished it because I just kept dying. I didn't know how to finish it. I couldn't physically put the inputs into the game to make it just do what I wanted to. It was painful. So yeah, I can definitely see that. I don't even remember the other arcade games. It was just the cart one that literally ingrained pain into my mind. People spend hours on it. I spent probably maybe 2 hours on it without even finishing a level, let alone doing it without getting damaged. You know what? Just this corner of 3 is just annoying me. I had to do it. How are you jumping 2 blocks? Hello, Katakuri. How are you doing? It's been a little while. I have these piston boots on. Piston boots give me step assist. Like this, so I don't have to jump. They give me step assist and allow me to jump 2 blocks. Very, very handy. So many goddamn things. Are things spawned down here again, or am I hearing them in a different crevice? Probably hearing them in some sort of crevice. We are nearly filled up on things. How are we doing in our backpacks? On our miner's backpack, we have got... You know what? I'd rather have the ores in here. I don't know why gunpowder's in there, but I'd rather have the ores. It makes no difference. And in here, you know what? We can get rid of all of these. Does anyone know, chat? I know this is something you can do, but can anyone tell me, how do I drop a full stack out of my inventory without grabbing it and throwing it like that? Is it like shift Q? Shift Q. That's all I had to do. Shift Q all this time. I never knew it. I never knew it. I just saw it done in a video and I was like, how the hell do I not know how to do this? I've been playing this game for literally more than 10 years. Although now I've done that, I do need one of these back. Ah, thank you. Yes, I was sadly out when you streamed last week. I didn't stream last week. Last week I was in Spain. I made it in the weeks beforehand. I never actually built it on stream, but I did explain when I got it. But either way, you clearly weren't here at the time. But glad to see you're back in here now. That's all that matters. Right, this is the annoying thing now. Although I have made this wall all the way to over there, it's still not actually the finished end bit. Oh, this is annoying. This is super annoying. God damn it. I hate gravel, gravel hates me, we're not a happy family. Oh, what a rhyme. I'm a poet. Really? I think this is a nice round off way, you know, to chill out in the episode with all the stress of, well, not stress, but with my head really hurting from trying to figure out what's the best order to do anything basic. It's nice to just go back to some casual mining. You know what's something else that I really want to get back into as well? Another game. I mean, I know I mentioned BattleBit already. Project Zomboid seems to have had some major updates recently. Well, not major, but very interesting updates recently. And it's piqued my interest again. And when I first got Project Zomboid, I sunk like 130 hours into it in the space of like 3 weeks. But then I haven't played it again since. So I'm thinking about playing that again. If I do play that, guys, how would you feel about me streaming that game? I know it's not Minecraft, but I've been toying with some ideas with the streaming. Because very soon, now I know I said I finished work, which I technically had, but I've got 1 more week's work starting tomorrow, and then I've finished work again, unless I get extended. But very soon I want to bring more content to the channel, video-wise. More than 1 a week. And if I do manage to find time to do more than one video a week, I would like to try and do more than 1 stream a week. Now, I know a lot of you fellas actually work during the working week, so it still probably will be an evening thing, just like it is on a Sunday. But I kind of want to attempt this, and it's not just playing a specific game I feel like playing, and it won't be exactly making any sort of specific series, but what I kind of want to do is complete my Steam list, literally going from the bottom of my Steam library and completing every game in it. It's a big old task because I do have quite a large backlog, not gonna lie. Oh wow, am I just 1 block away? Ooh, that would be good spacing if it is. Would you guys like to follow me on this journey of doing my backlog? If I did stream midweek. Is that something you'd be interested in? And if it is, let me know. Because we could work something out. Great, I'm now making 40 million power with gas burners. That is quite a lot of power. I'm surprised you remembered me. You must have some good memory. Well, we had someone come in here earlier, Galactic Neo. They thought I forgot them. They were an OG follower back on Twitch, and they actually found me while I was streaming, oh god, I forgot the name of it now. Speaking of good memory, Subnautica. I was streaming Subnautica on Twitch, and that's where they found me. But because their username isn't the same in their Discord, they thought I forgot them, but I didn't. That's going to take a while, but I would love to see that. It will take a while. Like, if I just quickly have a look at my Steam library right now, I have 230 games. 230. Now, out of those, I have obviously completed a lot of them. So it would only be my incomplete games. Not anything that I've really played before, unless I feel like playing a game that I haven't played, because there are some games which I've sort of started and some that I've put literally like, let's see, maybe in the ballpark of like 20 hours in, but I never finished them. Those I want to finish as well. So it literally would be a massive undertaking, but I think it'd be quite fun to do. Right, so here's our square, chat. This is our vein. We've done 3 layers of it. It's quite a bit. Of course, Mondays. You'd be interested as well? I thought Pappy was going to say $14 million. Oh, no. I think you're just saying that's a lot of burners. I think that's what you're agreeing to. Right, 1, 2, 3. Ah, yeah, this is going to be the other annoying thing now, isn't it? Not having the light. You have more than me. I have more than quite a few people, actually. In fact, the Steam Summer Sale did me dirty. I bought a few things on Steam Summer Sale. What did I buy? One of which was BattleBit. I also bought Disco Elysium, Hades, Marvel Spider-Man Remastered, and Phantom Abyss. So yeah, I've bought a load more games that I probably won't play. But I had money in my Steam wallet and these were games I wanted and they were relatively cheap for when they first came out. So I went, screw it, I'm going to get them. And that is just how the goddamn Steam library goes, eh? But literally, if I sort, let's quickly go to here. If I do games sorted by, not sort by recent activity, they're in alphabetical order. Okay, maybe I do want to sort it by recent activity. The first game at the very bottom is actually BioShock Infinite. I've fully 100%ed BioShock, well, not 100%ed. I've fully completed BioShock Infinite on the Xbox 360 years ago, so I won't be doing that. But the very first one is Duke Nukem Forever. Duke Nukem Forever I have owned since 2014, I think. Never ever played it because I got it in a bundle and I refused to play it. But for this challenge, I will obviously have to play it. Then there's BioShock Remastered that I've played. Borderlands I've played. Mafia 2 Definitive Edition I've played. The Bureau XCOM Declassified. That's a game I started but never finished. That I put 114 minutes into it and then never finished it. Then it'd be Dead Island Epidemic, then Half-Life 2. And that's my whole library from 2015, which I never played. Nearly 10 years ago I bought those games and never finished them, never played them. The Mafia 2 I did. It took me 9.4 hours to complete the entire game. The Definitive Edition, though, I'm not going to play. Then we've got things like Thief, the whole Thief series, Thief Deadly Shadows, Tomb Raider Underworld I played years ago, Just Cause 2. Now this is something else I want to do. If it's a series of games, I want to play them in order. So if it's Just Cause 2, I've got to play Just Cause 1 first. Because I do own Just Cause 1, and I never finished that either. Right, what can I get rid of? What don't I care about? Silver Dust I do, you know what, I should just keep all of it. I should just keep all of these resources, because at some point I will do them. So let's have a restock. Is it nighttime? No, it's daytime. It's about to be nighttime. Now I'm agreeing to the journey. I'm glad you'll be a part of the journey, Pappy. I got Doom Eternal on discount. Doom Eternal I nearly got. I have got Doom 2016 and I finished Doom 2016, but I have not currently done Doom Eternal. I hear, though, it's obviously very, very good. Where's the redstone live? Redstone lives in there. Lapis lives in there. Gunpowder lives in our chest over here. Stone dust lives up here. That lives there. And then we need our ores. Right, so cassiterite, not cassiterite, calcite. We didn't actually get a lot of calcite there, did we really? There's crushed calcite. Do we have any other calcite? Lapis, balsamic, And right, let's actually do Cal. That'd be better. We've got no other Cal site. That's alright though. That's a good start. Sweet. You have never played Half-Life? Like, you must have played them all. I have never played any Half-Life. I don't own Half-Life 1. So I may have to buy Half-Life 1 before I play Half-Life 2. The only reason that I have Half-Life 2 is for Gmod and Counter-Strike. Actually, you don't need it for Counter-Strike. Actually, you do for surfing. Yeah, the only reason I bought Half-Life 2, one, I got it in a bundle, and two is for the files, so you don't get error messages in Gmod. That's about it. I might show up on the journey sometimes. I'd love to see you there sometimes. Ah, speaking of which, Bean, though, this is what made me think of this now. You personally, because you love Stardew Valley. If it's a massive game like Stardew Valley where there isn't really technically an end and I have to play for 4 billion years to get to the end of it, I may skip it. Because I've done 40 something hours in Stardew Valley already, and that was only like half a year. So, for that I might not do it. Some games like that I obviously will, but like it's something like Minecraft. Minecraft you never have really finished, have you? So that's what I mean with that sort of stuff. And hopefully you guys find that fair. You have to play Just Cause. I know you love Just Cause. I have played Just Cause 1 on my Steam account. Actually, let's have a look. Just Cause. Just Cause 1. I played that for 6.9 hours, but I still haven't finished it. Oh, something I will say as well. If I am playing games I haven't finished, I'm probably going to pick up where I left off. Because there's another game on here as well that I remember. It's Mad Max. Mad Max I played, and I have a tremendous amount of hours in Mad Max. But many years ago, it actually was in 2018 that it happened. Many years ago, I played for 8 hours in a day. I literally played a full 8-hour session day of Mad Max, and I was really enjoying it and loving it. At the end of the day, I went to go save the game. And what I apparently did, instead of saving the game, is I deleted a save. No, that isn't what happened. That isn't what happened. I went to go save a game, but instead of saving it, I loaded my previous save. So I lost 8 hours of playtime. It was rough, and it really broke me. But because I lost those 8 hours, I said, right, I'm not willing to do it again right now. And obviously, it's been 5 years. So, and every time I see Mad Max pop up, I'm just like, no, I'm still not ready. I'm still not ready to do those 8 hours again, despite the fact it's been 5 years. It's quite funny, actually. But yeah, so games like that, I am going to pick up where I left off. There is an end to the main story, but you can play continuously after it's done. Yeah, but isn't the end of the story like after year 3, where you can go to that gravesite of like where your granddad left something for you? Because I remember when I was playing on Twitch, that was sort of my goal, to get to that unlock of the 3-year point. But 3 years was just so long. Like, it actually got to the point where I almost wanted to sleep repeatedly just to get to 3 years, which I know is clearly not the way you're meant to play that game. Yeah, if we get around to it, I'll probably do that. What I'm thinking of having, or what I'm going to do though, this is my plan anyway, chat. You may not like the plan, but let me know. I want to try and do 3 videos a week. It will probably more likely be 2. In fact, it will probably more likely just be the 1. But I want to try and do 3 videos a week if I can. And if it does come up, it would be a Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday. Maybe not Monday and Sunday because they're too close together. But yeah, 3 videos a week and then 2 streams a week. The streams would probably be on a Wednesday evening. A Wednesday evening. If I do it. Just because it's like directly in the center. So I don't want to stream, you know, Sunday and then Monday. But I don't know yet. It's all subject to change. You know what? Doing this mining, although that I literally said it was peaceful not too long ago, I really can't wait until this auto miner now. That will just speed up this process tenfold. Oh, hello. Fell down. Right, I think I'm going to do this whole level, and then we're going to be close to our ending point, chat. I just did. I got another 38 million power with the buy. Oh, really? Another 38 million? I know I've said it so many times, but the way you play Pappy just stresses me out. And there's no reason it should, because it's none of my business. But the way you play seriously just stresses me out so much. It's just so impractical, and it's the reason you lag so much, and it's the reason your computer just kills itself despite how beefy it is. Like, you need to do it in unlaggy ways. Mining all day long. This is also very intense music to mine to. Here's music I'm enjoying anyway. Justice for Pappy. You've got it, Tataki. You've got it indeed. You're an honorary member of the revolt. I don't know why the revolt's happening, but there's a revolt nonetheless. Or revolution, rather, not really a revolt. Oh wow, I can jump up 3 blocks. So it's just 52 million power. Yeah, but it's 52 million power using gas burning generators when you can get that with fission or fusion. Granted, it would take you a lot longer to get there, but you shouldn't have a reason to need that much power at your current level in the game. That's why it stresses me out. Like, the whole point of that gameplay loop is you upgrade a bit, then you need to do power, then you upgrade a bit, and then you need to do power. Like, that's the whole upgrade loop, but you're just being like, no, I don't want to upgrade power ever again. And then you you do something so mega, and then your world breaks, and then you can't continue anyway. And that is how Pappy plays games, everyone. The mutiny is probably... By the way, I'm getting 20 TPS, so don't talk to me about FPS. Well, TPS and FPS they are linked, but they are different. I'm glad you're getting that good TPS. I don't actually know what TPS stands for. I don't even know what TPS actually stands for. Why are there so many single holes in the floor? I feel like I didn't dig single holes. Unless I was actually digging for calcite, so that could be a thing. Ticks per second. I did think it'd be ticks per second, but then I thought that was too simple. Because there's 20 ticks in a second, so you should always have 20 ticks. I don't understand how you could have less than 20 ticks in a second. I mean, I can understand lag can slow down the game. Hello? As long as I don't look at him, we're okay. Hey, Fujin. Hello, welcome. If you wanted to, you could play some online Steam games so you have Steam... stream with some of the viewers. We are going to do that. That's how we do our community nights, but that is obviously playing party games. Let's have a quick look. You can't see, obviously, because Steam's on my other channel. I just don't want that creeper to blow me up right now. What multiplayer games do I have that would be early on? Wow. The first multiplayer game I have, which technically isn't a story because it's just a sandbox game, is Medieval Engineers. So I couldn't play that. Dying Light. Dying Light 1. No, I finished Dying Light 1 actually. Dead Island Definitive Edition. 2017 is when I got that. Played it for 4 hours. Dead Island Definitive Edition is the first game in my Steam library that is multiplayer, that I could play with other people. Like, when I say there's games to play, like there's Thief, then there's Just Cause, I've got Kane and Lynch, which you can technically do co-op, but I don't know if you can do that online anymore. I've got Kane and Lynch games to play, then I've got other Lara Crofts. I mean, there's got Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light, I think that's co-op. But then I've got things like Legacy of Kain, loads of them. I've got Tomb Raiders, but I'm not going to play them because I can't get them to work. Actually, a lot of these I can skip. Wolfenstein: The New Order, I think I finished that one. Crysis. No, I've finished those. Yeah, another Legacy of Kain. No Man's Sky, that I never completed because I know the main goal of that is to get to the center of the universe. I played that for 14 hours day one when it came out, and then I turned it off. More Thief. Dead Space. Dead Space, that's going to be an interesting one. Dead Space, I bought it. I played it for 7.8 hours straight. Got to the last chapter, I never turned it on again. I don't know why. Dead Island Retro Revenge. Fallout New Vegas, never finished that. Wow, there's actually a lot of games. But a lot of them are single player. Amnesia: The Dark Descent, that's going to be an interesting one. Europa Universalis 2, or 4 rather. Europa Universalis 4, that'd be an interesting one. Could do that multiplayer. I'd have to learn how to play it though. Wolfenstein: The Old Blood. I don't think I finished The Old Blood. I only played it for 5 hours. Surely that game's not as longer than 5 hours. Wow. I've finished most of these games. Prey, that's another single player game. Left 4 Dead, I don't know if I actually finished the games of Left 4 Dead. Deus Ex Mankind Divided, that'd be fun. Quantum Break. It's not actually until I get up to about 2019 that I get out of old games or incomplete games. Because 2019 I've got Darksiders 2 Definitive Edition, Deus Ex Mankind Divided, Quantum Break, Wolfenstein 2 The New Colossus, The Surge, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. That's quite a lot of games for 2019. 2020, I've got so many games. But again, none of them are really multiplayer. I don't think you can do co-op of like Metro, can you? Metro Exodus. I do have another Lara Croft and the Temple of the Oasis. Osiris. Yeah, there's loads of things. There's loads of things. There's loads of things. Oops, that's wrong. That just really screwed things up. Never mind, it worked out. It worked out. I like it this way. I'm upgrading, you know. I now have bio, then I'll go fission. Yeah, I know you're meant to go bio, then fission, but I don't think you're meant to get 40 million RF and then go fission. My goal is 500 million with biogen. Now, the only problem with that, this is the other thing with the way you play Pappy. Once you finally get 500 million, you're going to make the fission reactor and it's going to supersede it so fast, it's going to seem like a waste of time. Like, it's more effort getting 500 million in biofuel than it is to just go straight to the fission reactor. This is why it's so confusing. Whoa. Are we still live? My OBS started glitching out. Is Prey good? Because I also got it in the Steam sale because it's cheaper. I have played it. I started it. I don't think I got far enough to give it a good judgment, though. It seemed like a good gameplay loop, and I have friends who have played it and finished it, and they absolutely swear by it. But personally, for me, my first few hours in it, I didn't get the most enjoyment. When did I play Prey? I got it in 2018 when it came out. I played it for 2.6 hours and then I put it down. Never turned it on again. I think it's a good game though. I reckon it'll be a good enough game rather. But I can't really say because I haven't put enough time into it. Justice for Pappy. I agreed, Ataki. Nah, Mondays, because I am making a simple fission reactor. Goal is to make a reactor with 2 billion. Okay, if you go straight for a massive one, then it makes sense. But even still, I reckon all the resources you've put into all of them burners, you could make half the size. Maybe even the full size that you're describing. Right, it's time to do a bit of a reset. I don't like hearing this little slime boy in the wall. I want to know where his game is, where his edge is. Resources is never a problem with me. They're endless. Exactly. So you're just sort of crafting for the sake of crafting because you've probably got 1,200 RF things mining away. Builders, that is. I've prepared for this. You're prepared for anything. Right, let's do this single layer. Suppose it's not really going to be a single layer from this point, is it? Don't crash on me. Do you know Pappy IRL or is he an OG supporter? I wouldn't say OG, but Pappy has been around for a little while. About nearly a year. Nearly a year, I'd say Pappy's been around, but not an OG. I don't know Pappy in real life, though. I'm just crafting because it's fun to do these massive things. This is art. You will never see anyone do something like this. I beg to differ. Well, maybe not on Minecraft, but Let's Game It Out on YouTube. He does some pretty big, insane things and plays in very strange ways. Been around for a year and a half. Year and a half? I thought it was only a year. It has been a year and a half. I apologise. Can I put this in my offhand? There's no offhand in this version. What about that? So many tools, so little time. I thought I would have made it back to that middle bit already. I wish there was a way of making a world where you just didn't have these middle bits of gravel. Like, it's not until you make a big hole like this that you realise how much gravel there actually is in the centres. Let's Game It is just a man who spends his life breaking games. Exactly that. Maybe Pappy's just taken a leaf out of a page out of a leaf, a page out of Let's Game It Out's book. And Pappy, if you don't know who Let's Game It Out is, I'm disappointed in you. So much dirt. How far are we off to breaking this as well? We've got 2 durability. 1 durability. We're broken. It's already broken. That's the end of that. I don't really want to take all this dirt back either. I thought we'd get to the middle, but never mind. We've done a decent space here, though. Now the question is, how many slimes do you reckon we're going to get in here next time we come here? Probably a decent amount. Let's head up. It is night time. Hopefully there's not anything major outside that's going to kill us. I've also made the fastest evolution to Discord levels. I'm a god. I wouldn't say you're a god. You are the only level 50. You did overtake me. But that's expected for people to be overtaking me in the Discord, to be honest. I do know who he is. I don't really watch him, but I know him. Fair enough. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, that's probably going to have to be the end of stream for today. If you watched him, you would go mad. You should watch his Satisfactory gameplay. That is insane. Yeah, guys, unfortunately, that is going to have to be the end for me today. I have really enjoyed today. I know we didn't really do too much in the grand scheme of progression, but that is unfortunately just how GregTech is. We did manage to get power sort of fully sorted without everything blowing up now. We have the extruder and the mixer. Within the next week, I will make this other one more furnace using the concrete method we're going to be doing here. So we will have 2 fermenters. And I will also start working towards our assembler. I don't know how far I'll get in the week, but I will try and get the assembler, and I won't go all the way to, well, I might make the miner next time or within the week. No, I won't. I'm going to say this now. I'm not going to build the miner. However, I will build possibly the infrastructure to run it. So I may work all the way to getting a battery. I may get batteries and a battery power pack. I might do that. So that'll be a lot of completion in itself, but I won't build the miner and set up a miner until we're on stream again. So that's another week away. But guys, thank you so much. Let's get that outro song going. There you go. Let's get that outro song going. Guys, it's been absolute pleasure, every single one of you who joined us today. I really appreciate every one of your beautiful faces. I don't know, can I go back and see in the logs who subscribed today? Because we had quite a few subscribers. Let's see, viewer activity, it says no new super chats and no new members. Really? It doesn't show me subscribers? That's annoying. Does it show me on Restream? Probably not. Nah, it wouldn't show me on Restream. Guys, thank you so much. I know we had loads of followers on Twitch as well. I appreciate every single one of your faces today. You know what? I would love to be able to do raids, but I can't do raids. There's no point doing a raid of just the 3 people on Twitch without the other people on YouTube, and I can't raid on YouTube. I hope they get that fixed one day as well. As I say, today we didn't get too far in the way of actually progressing, but we've got a plan. We have a goal. Assembler, miner, and then I think we just want to expand our production a little bit. I mean, we will probably delve into MV. We probably will delve into MV, simply because that way we obviously get faster machines. We'll probably try and upgrade all our machines. But as well as that, we'll start making things automatically. So we won't be able to do things sort of like a whole ME system, because I don't even know when we get Applied Logistics. I'm not seeing any of it in there. EV tier? Really? It's got to be before EV. There is Applied Logistics in here. Applied Logistics. First quest. Find the inscribers. Yeah, I've already done that. ME controller. How's that made? That's made with titanium. Okay, titanium is... help me. Dust. Ores. Titanium ore. Gelakite ore. Titanium ore. Whatever that is, ore. And that ore. Okay. I think that's on Mars, to be honest. Titanium. That's so far away. I have to get to Mars to do titanium? Titanium finally. HV. Here. When I get 16 bits of titanium, I get... So HV. I have to get to HV before we can even do an ME system. That's insane. But anyway, enough planning ahead. Good luck with GCNH and see you next stream. See you next stream, Katakuri. Thank you so much for stopping by. And also Justice for Pappy. Yes, Justice for Pappy. Guys, thank you everyone for stopping by. I ramble on way too much at the end of stream. I will see you all again next week, and I'm glad you all support the ideas on going through my Steam list. If you haven't already, follow me on Threads, join the Discord, like the stream, subscribe. And until next time, guys, take care.